Okie Show Show. Hello and welcome to the podcast that explores the Heartland's entertainment industry. I'm Brian.
I'm Neal.
And we have a special guest co-host again.
Hey, I'm Nick.
This is a very co-hostly Star Wars special this year.
It's a co-host heavy.
That's right.
It's co-host heavy.
It's like all the usual suspects. I don't think we've ever had...
Are we watching The Usual Suspects?
I wish.
Oh.
In a perfect world. Unfortunately, we are not watching The Usual Suspects. We're continuing with the annual Star Wars-a-thon.
I'm really waiting on the voting of this. Because I feel like we've just been going with Star Wars, and I'm really hoping that next year we can, get people to the polls and get a different movie in there. But this year we'll take Star Wars.
Next year, the whole quadrilogy. What? How many movies? It's number 9 is coming out.
Yeah, so is that quadrilogy? Quadrilateral trilogy?
Quadrilogy?
Did I just make a new word?
They made a new shape recently, so maybe you can make a new word. Yeah.
Sounds good to me, bro. I would say, I thought, sextuplet. What's after that?
That's 6.
And what's 7?
Siete tuplet.
Nueve.
Ocho tuplet.
Exactly.
We're on the Ocho tuplets of Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Okay, so it's a trilogy, so it's a nueve-ilogy.
Nueve-ilogy. Yeah, new wave.
Yep, new wave-ilogy. Boom. Okay, so today we're watching Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Last year we watched The Phantom Menace, and before that we watched Star Wars A New Hope. I just went in the weirdest order.
You really kind of did. Like, you started with the original and then decided that you really hated yourself.
Well, it's because when we're doing this, you can't watch the good ones because the whole point is that we're making fun of these movies. And, so Empire Strikes Back really should be saved for last.
Yeah. I think we can still make fun of it, though, if we really dig deep and try.
We probably could, of all the rapey moments with Han Solo.
Yeah, just a few.
What are we watching, Ken?
So this is Attack of the Clones. This is the worst. The worst. Actually, okay, it might not be as bad as Phantom Menace, but it's pretty freaking bad.
Either way, didn't you have to buy Phantom Menace last year to watch this?
So that we could watch it.
And we just had to watch you again struggle with technology and then have to pay $20 to own this thing again.
I now own this pile of burning garbage.
So you can just experience it over and over and over.
With all the bonus features too.
And you got the HD version too, so you get to see shit, but it looks like great shit.
I mean, hey, it's my boy Sam L. Jackson. It's my boy Ewan McGregor. You know what I mean? So I think we're in for a subtle treat.
It's gonna be a wild ride. So here we go. I know I got this off of Amazon Instant Video because I don't have the VHS version of this one. So we're gonna just dive right in.
A VHS?
Play from beginning.
Now, what is this Amazon thing you're talking about? I've never heard of such a thing.
It's a jungle in South America.
Okay, that's all I need.
Right.
Yes, and there were people there once.
The video is loading.
Now, this is the one I was talking about this before. I least remember. Here's what I remember. Mm-hmm. Natalie Portman wears white clothing and she shows her midriff.
Oh, dang.
They're chained up to something. Sam Jackson gets to fight, and Boba Fett's dad gets decapitated.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Those are the only moments I know.
Your mom. Yeah, Star Wars.
Okay, so who can do a character voice to read the beginning crawl?
Which character?
I don't know.
Episode 3. Oh, episode 2.
It's a character who can't read.
Attack of the Clones.
Is this like a German
There
accent?
is unrest in the galaxy. Senate. Several thousand solar systems have declared their intentions to leave the Republic.
Is that legal?
All right, who's next?
Okay. The separatist movement under this. Okay, I'm doing a character from Phantom Menace, by the way.
There you go.
Okay,
hurry.
The separatist movement under the leadership of the mysterious Count Dooku has made it difficult for the limited number of Jedi Knights to maintain peace and order in the galaxy. I'm not a racist.
This is my Chewbacca voice reading the last part.
Returning to Galaxy Senate to vote on the critical issue of creating an army of the Republic to assist the overwhelming Jedi. Okay.
That was good.
I
don't know if that was French or German or what was...
It was definitely European.
Mixture of both. Like, his mother was from Germany, and he's also French.
This is the foreshadowing moment where we see the lens flare that eventually will take over when J.J. Abrams directs.
Oh.
So J.J. Abrams was sitting there in the theater just like, lens flare.
Yeah.
You got me, Lucas.
We're going to flare it. So that looks like a...
Okay,
like
so we're landing on Coruscant, and here we have 2 gay guards.
Already this uniform suck. They're stupid. Like they look like all the others, but for some reason they're just worse.
Let's see what's going on. They're flying in to Cloud City.
Right.
I feel like this is going to be like watching a new movie for me. Like I'm excited.
I haven't seen this movie in so long. Like, and this is after the dumpster fire that was the Phantom Menace. So, like, George Lucas is licking his wounds. He's like, "Oh, they didn't like what I made. Oh, now I gotta keep this going."
Yeah, watch the first one.
So this movie has to have some parts of trying to make up for it.
Yeah, but since they've already done world building in the first one, we've already seen, like, we're seeing the planes or whatever they are from Phantom Menace. We're seeing this dude who now has lost an eye.
R2.
Oh no. Now the fancy princess in her fancy princess dress. But then there's this mysterious... Oh no, she's dead!
Explosion.
Everybody's dead.
Oh my...
Who died?
This is way more graphic than the Disney ones.
From the digital version?
Yeah, from the...
This analog version.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, look at R2. He's just... he's not going to be there for another 2 weeks. He's just slowly...
Oh...
Is that Keira Knightley?
She just lived through the most gnarly explosion so they could have one cinematic discussion.
That wasn't even a good cinematic
Before
discussion.
she's like, "I'm dead."
So the decoy was attacked, see, and Princess Amidala.
This phone is very important.
Marty confused.
480 hertz. Now come. Senator Amidala, please.
See the emotion in his eye.
You know he's a real straight shooter.
Hey! And here we are at the Thunderdome.
Okay, just this shot. Can you tell that George Lucas told them, don't move?
If they do break away, I will.
But I have to act. Don't move.
I'm pretty sure even the desk is digital.
These people are in nothing real. They're not in a room. They're in just like a cube of green screen.
Yep.
Keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
And Sam L still kills it. You know you're a great actor when a director says don't move and you still kill every scene you're in.
That's got to be the note they're given. There's no way all of them collectively came to the choice of, I will give my dialogue, but I will not move my head.
There will be not one emotion. Not a one.
Even the little dude popping up on the desk, there's no reaction.
Yep.
Just that happens. Oh, there's some thinking.
Oh, yeah, and it's our favorite Gungan. He's back, everyone.
You
Yay.
Don't call Natalie Portman that.
Terrible. Seeing you alive brings warm feelings to my heart.
Do you have any idea who's behind this attack?
Our intelligence points.
Man, I'm not going to lie. The HD, I don't like it.
It looks terrible.
It's not great. Or is it too great?
Once a Jedi, he couldn't assassinate anyone.
Like, this is one of those movies where if there was a feature of blurry vision, like, I kind of might choose that one.
Yeah.
You are.
Yoda looks like he's kind of got, like, shit on his face.
Kinda.
Under the protection of your graces.
You really think that's a wise decision under these stressful times?
Chancellor, if I may comment, I do not...
I feel like the main direction that all these actors were given was do not move your face.
Do not move
Speak
the muscles.
without moving one lip.
Like, they must have just been acting in a shoebox of space.
Less is more.
Man, that has got to be the motto of Lucas.
Less is more. Yeah.
Less is more.
Oh, there's too much reality. We need less reality.
George, this set is
more
nothing.
digital.
This set is nothing but a green wall.
Less
Less
is
is more.
Is unbearable.
The cameras aren't even cameras. The cameras are green screen.
The
Less.
actor's green screen.
Here's some CGI of a city. Now it's a scene.
Jesus.
Oh, look at that braid.
We fell into that nest of gun dogs.
You fell into that nightmare.
He's got like,
Rescued you, remember?
you know how like in the 80s chicks wore like a side of the head ponytails? Mm-hmm. He's got like the rat tail version of that. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, is it? Oh, he's got a rat tail too? He has both.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah,
He's
man.
got a little tiny ponytail and a rat tail.
This was the early 2000s, dog.
Bro.
Okay, seeing Ewan McGregor's eyes in HD makes this purchase worth
yeah.
it.
Okay,
it's worth
this,
it now.
This is George Lucas's giant you to the fan base right here. We have Jar Jar.
Good to see you again, Jar Jar.
I have no idea what he said.
Did he call Obi-Wan Annie?
Yes. Oh wait, no.
He totally called him Annie.
We should put the subtitles on.
We should.
So we can actually really see the crap words.
Can I do that?
Far too long, Master Kenobi.
It's been far too long.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
What a bone.
Senator.
Maybe you'll always be that little boy.
Okay, anytime there's a shred of acting, it stands out.
Oh, yes.
Like her smile right there was more acting than it's been the entire movie.
I am grateful you're here, Master Kenobi.
There was more emotion in that smile than anything, and just seeing it was like looking at the sun for a second, like, oh, too much.
We're here to protect you, Senator, not to start an investigation.
Brian is desperately trying to figure out technology
Trying
again.
to figure out how to get the
We will not exceed our
Captions
mandate,
on
my
here.
young Padawan learned.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
Protecting her master, of course. We will not go through this.
Honestly, if this was part of the movie, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Me
Like-
struggling with the controls is more entertaining than this.
Like 10 minutes in, all of a sudden, like the Baywatch thing comes up. It's like, oh, we're gonna switch over to Baywatch. All right.
Jedi.
What's that?
Master investigation is implied in our mandate. We will do exactly as the Council has instructed.
Hold on.
No way. I acting.
Just
Your place, young.
even the directing is just so lazy. Like, he really did not want to inconvenience anyone. Like, oh, I don't want to make them move the camera.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
If we just set
See-
it up here, it'll be great.
Well, I mean, you get a little pan there.
I know how through
Can we stand up, George? Oh, fine.
don't have
I'll move a little bit. Don't move the camera. You can pan it.
Look at this shit. He's looking right in the camera.
I'm in HD.
Do you even recognize me, Jar Jar? I've thought about her every day since we parted, and
Really?
she's forgotten me completely.
He was probably like, bro, my acting career is gonna explode after I do this movie.
Dude, Hayden Christensen probably bought himself a house, probably bought himself a car after the Phantom Menace. Like, before the reviews came out, he probably maxed out every single one of his cards,
Oh, yeah.
just banking on the future.
Hoping that this.
Oh, not hoping, knowing.
Yeah.
He was probably as confident as Taylor Kitsch was before Battleship came out. Before Battleship and John Carter.
very poisonous. Said there can be no mistakes this time.
Django Fett.
There's more than enough men downstairs. No sense we'll try that way. Any activity up here?
So when I'm watching a good movie, something I like to do, is every once in a while is put it on mute, or if there's a really good director, and like put it on mute and just see if I can figure out what's going on just by looking at
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That would be impossible to
yeah.
do with this movie.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
If
They're in a hotel room.
like
R2 is creepily watching Padme sleeping with, like rave lights happening.
Yeah, we've been listening to the dialogue. I have no idea what's happening. Like,
Don't worry.
Looks like Jesus is trying to seduce this young rat-tailed kid.
even if I couldn't hear, I do know I would hate Anakin. I'd just be like,
Looks like a punchable guy.
really though, he really, really, really does. Like, at no point was there a note from George or any producer like, can you tell him to do something different with his face?
I don't know what it says, but like I started watching the Clone Wars, the cartoon show. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that shows how bad of his acting is, Hayden Christensen, when the cartoon has better facial acting than the actual real actor.
When some guy behind a computer can act better than he can.
Because of your mother. I don't know why I keep dreaming about her.
It's like we're trying to
he's
drag.
got the Oedipus complex.
I don't know why I keep dreaming about her.
I'd much
Yeah.
rather dream about Padme.
I'd much.
Oh, word.
I don't want to dream about my dead mother. I would rather dream about the hot girl.
Commitment not easily broken.
Same result.
And don't forget,
He probably loves his mom more, though, bro.
I would be more interested in that movie. If you gave me anything, I'd be more interested in that movie. Like, does he want to f his dead mom? Yeah, I'll watch that.
He probably
Why?
does.
You know what? I don't.
Like, not watch him f his dead mom. Not watch him do it, but I'll watch the movie where he
Meanwhile-
wants to.
And so now we have this robot who's about to send two evil noodles to
Dramatic
do
push
something
in.
to Padme. We don't know what.
Centipede.
This is the
Two
future
centipedes.
with drones, and they're trying to kill her like we're in ancient Egypt,
Yeah.
sending in
Yeah.
scorpions and hoping they'll get her.
Yeah.
Those are.
You know what? I take it back. This is from a galaxy a long, long time ago, so this is probably before ancient Egypt.
Yeah, this particular hit probably makes a whole lot more sense than anything else. Mm-hmm. R2's just,
What's he gonna
just
do?
chilling. You know, he's not staring.
He's got his spotlight. He's looking around.
That chair's. So what's over here? Nothing.
So, Mr. Assassin, I need you to kill the princess. Tell me what plan you're thinking of how to carry it out.
Right, well, I've got these two giant worms, see?
Okay, but how are you going to kill the princess?
Right, and so I'm going to poke a hole in her window, see?
Love it.
And then the worms are going to go through the hole into the window.
You brought up the worms again. We are talking about murdering the princess.
Yes, but she'll be asleep, you see.
Right.
But the robot will not be asleep.
A robot, yes, I like hearing this.
He'll be able to see the whole thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then, oh gosh,
But will they be impervious to lightsabers?
no, never.
Oh. I can already tell this will not be great.
Robot plan foiled. Ah.
Oh, dude. I mean, that's pretty epic.
That was actually pretty cool. He jumps out the window, grabs a robot.
Saves Natalie Portman's life.
Yeah.
You know, also, if I was the guy hiring the assassin and I found out that's how the assassin went about doing it, I would leave the worst Yelp review.
Well, here's the thing.
They don't attack him.
Why didn't the actual assassin bounty hunter person just do it herself? Like, why'd she have to send a drone with a bunch of worms?
Just, achoo!
Yeah. Just tap her
like
in her sleep. Get out of
sniper
there.
rifles.
Why all the
or-
theatrics?
Like, they really did want him. This assassin really had a flair for the dramatics. Like I can't just kill the princess. I have to have her.
It's not nearly most. That's
Eaten
must
to
be more
death.
diabolical.
And so now we're on a drone high-speed chase.
You know, even for this, the camera doesn't move that much. It's still pretty static.
Very, very handheld look to it.
Very.
So now she's just chilling with her little drone thing. Oh, dang. Oh, gee, now I gotta get in my car and I'm gonna shoot my
See, why
own
didn't she
butt.
shoot her with her
he's got a-
sniper rifle?
No, she's...
He's got a
And so she-
sniper. He's fallen. He's a goner.
She shot her own robot, but not the giant person hanging from it.
This assassin must have cost $5.
And Jesus is falling from the sky.
Well, it's a city in the skies.
Anakin must do evasive actions to capture his falling god.
and then he softly lands on this.
Almost like he had a wire attached to him.
Like, I kind of just want to put side by side the scene from Star Trek where they're free falling towards the
Open space.
in open space, and just put it next to that, and just be like, which one's more exciting? And then he slowly falls for about 15 minutes. Shouldn't we, go faster? No, less is more, slower's more.
And now we're falling straight down into a river of lava.
Okay, honest impressions on the visuals. Do you like them? Do you not like them?
I'm into
I mean,
it.
they're all right.
I'm into it. I think. Well, see, like that. Those kind of shots don't work.
Like,
I mean, like, okay, here's
Like
the thing.
that?
I'm more distracted by the horrible wardrobe and hair
Yes.
action happening than I am by all the visual effects.
yes, like it. Somehow this movie feels cheap.
And I get it. I get how. I just don't understand how they're literally so calm about flying through the air into a lava pit. And he's like, I severely don't like it when you do that.
And why is he flying? Why don't just go around the fire?
He really is
towers?
just making it horrible. Because
He's testing his skills, bro.
sad truth is that it's because they're sitting in this big box of green, and they're like, "Hey George, what are we doing? You're flying a ship and you're in a chase. Okay, what are we looking at?
Okay,
Stuff."
And there's no third dimension here. They have to fly straight through the electric thing. They couldn't go over it. Why did
That covered
Having-
about 15 feet, and they went the only 15 feet they could not go.
I'm just gonna blast right through it, master. Oh.
Did you see Hayden Christensen's shake acting though?
I like that.
God.
Oh, he's having a seizure. Yeah, bro.
He had he when they went through that field, he had a little electric thing, and
gosh.
Obi-Wan was fine. Obi-Wan just sat there like, I'm fine.
See, the thing is, that's Ewan McGregor. Like, he's an incredible actor. How is he so bad in this movie? That is a level
Well,
of
I think
skill in directing.
well,
It's
I mean,
impressive to make someone that bad.
Well, it's a majority of there. I mean, there are a lot of things that play into that, and like I think possibly he was probably thinking to himself that he had such a huge following with some of these movies.
McGregor's or Lucas?
George
Okay.
Lucas, that they put movie stars in the film to get butts and seats in the theaters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, Samuel Jackson. When it's like these people have no business being in these kind of movies.
Yeah.
How often does Anakin jump out of a flying car that Obi-Wan, his response is, I hate it when he does that.
How often does Anakin do something to where you, the viewer, go, I really hate when he does that?
He's speaking again. I really hate it when he does that.
There he is looking at Natalie Portman. Really don't like it.
Shooting with the blaster.
She can't get him from there? He's right in front of her.
Is that Natalie? I don't think that's her.
No, it's not.
That's not Natalie.
She hired the assassination on herself. I would watch that movie.
That's the twist. Keira Knightley strikes back.
Oh my God! Make that movie.
Oh, well, yeah, and it's like some morphine. It's like a frog.
Do you think all future space cars are that small and skinny, or do you think they have like the SUV version?
Well, they're kind of like the Mini Coopers of the future.
Yeah, that's true.
Very
They're embracing a minimalist thing.
Yeah.
So I love how it's supposed to be in the space, in the future, all the most incredible intelligence, yet their vehicles still run like ours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is, I guess, I mean, it is in the past, but this is all futuristic shit, but it all feels like way too old.
Yeah, they were going, she literally slides in, totals her car, and he rolls on the ground like they were maybe 15 mile an hour.
Mm-hmm. Like,
she's okay.
There's no ejector seat on the thing.
I know.
There's no future.
The Batmobile is more decked out than that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really need to think about their safety precautions in these futuristic vehicles.
I know. I didn't see any airbags.
Also, we're in space New York, I guess, because, just someone crashes a plane and it's just like business as usual.
Well, this is, George Lucas watched Blade Runner once. And he was like, oh, I want to do that.
I like a lot of that stuff.
I wish I got the alien lady with 3 boobs.
I love Blade Runner. That's like one of my favorite movies.
I thought Han Solo was great in Blade Runner.
Yeah, when
a second.
in the shared cinematic universe when Han Solo goes into Blade Runner.
Patience. Use the force. Think. Sorry, Master. Went in there to hide, not to run. Yes.
Use patience. Think like when I did when I jumped out the window. I used a lot of patience.
That beard looks so fake.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to the death of me?
Like
Don't say that, Master.
the amount of money that goes into the costumes of let's look at this stupid hat on the person back here. This costs $5,000. Let's make this person wear this thing. That costs $5,000. But to actually spend money on, moving the cameras, we don't got that.
Star Wars Galaxy
Don't got that money.
bar.
I think this is just something you just gotta accept it, bro.
Man, I will, but I'll go do.
It's got good crop
accept it
factor.
fighting.
I like the crop factor. Has dynamic lighting. I'm cool with that. That's great. I like that. A lot of greens, reds, tungsten. I can get behind it.
I just feel like the lighting's way too oversaturated for a Star Wars movie.
It's too.
Oh look, it's Summit Best.
It's too.
Okay, this is the best scene in the whole movie.
Death sticks.
You don't want to sell your death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Solid. Very solid.
Best moment in the whole movie was the Death Sticks guy.
Callback to a previous thing. Handled very well.
You should have just called them Marlboros.
No man, they're called Death Sticks.
Thanks to George Subtle Lucas.
See the makeup though. I mean, her makeup is killing it. She the makeup camel toe,
The makeup camel toe's killing it.
blaster,
Oh, building tension with the blaster draw.
the hair. Look at the hair. Look at their hair, man.
I know, so much money was gone towards the hair and
Did
everything.
you just cut her fucking arm off?
Yeah.
Excuse my language,
Callback.
but
Did you see C-3PO just then?
Was he in there?
Yeah.
Callback.
Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
oh my god, when you're so gangster that you can literally be like Jedi biz, and everyone's like, "Oh man, he just cut her arm off. It's cool though because he's a Jedi."
Now, can you describe the incident that went down in the bar? Well, this guy cut this lady's arm off, and then his friend just talked in the most monotone voice, and I fell asleep.
Oh, what just happened?
Oh, she just dead. And then she drank from the wrong grill.
She chose poorly.
Dang, she just had reverse ugly duckling syndrome.
Toxic gut.
Again, not going to take out the 2 Jedis that are right there. Yeah. I could silence the assassin,
Meanwhile,
or I
in
could
the-
kill the threat.
Man, I watched the newest one on Return or not?
The Last Jedi.
Last
The
Jedi.
Last Jedi. Bro,
It's awful.
It's fantastic.
there were some good parts in that.
It's good.
I don't.
Some pretty awful parts in that.
It's some good movies.
She'll be safe with me. And don't use registered transport.
For those keeping score at home, that's 2 fans of The Last Jedi and 1 Brian, who's a poo-poo head.
Until caught, Miss Killer is her judgment she must respect.
Again, I did like in The Last Jedi that they made him a puppet again. I mean that's a smart move.
I like the rubber better.
Yeah.
You like
You
the
don't
rubber better?
you don't hear that often in the dating world.
Raw noggin, it's nothing compared to rubber.
Yeah. Rubber Yoda.
Protection.
That's what I call it.
Protection we must.
Thank you, Your Excellency. That's so.
Some people can call puppets their hand condoms.
That's paid off. Your guidance.
Like the next movie these people must have blown their minds of wait, I can move? Yeah. But I can talk and move my face?
Then you will be invincible.
See, the funny thing is, like, we've already seen the Emperor in the original trilogy. Mm-hmm. We already know this guy is the Emperor. We already know he's the bad guy.
He really tries to play it up like it's a surprise.
Yeah. We already know that Anakin goes to the dark side. Mm-hmm. I guess the journey's more important than the...
Yeah, because when the journey takes place of walking 2 miles an hour down the hallway...
There are people out there, man. If it was a snake, it would have bit him. You know what I'm saying?
The boy has exceptional skills.
But he still has much to learn, Master. His abilities...
Meanwhile, in the digital temple...
Yes, join me in CGI Temple.
Too sure of themselves they are. Even the older, more experienced ones.
That's what she said.
Remember, if the prophecy is true, your apprentice is the only one who can bring the force back into balance.
That's also what she said.
Is there a prophecy? I wasn't aware of the prophecy.
Oh, man, I wonder what she's doing in that other room. Oh, she's looking at that one guy. Huh? I wish she was looking at me.
How many times do you think Lucas told Hayden Christensen before the scene, your note is pouty?
Oh, every single time.
Your note is a 6-year-old...
Okay, so if you had no idea what they were saying, what would you imagine that they're saying to each other?
Oh, I can't get out of here. My agent sucks. Yeah, he couldn't get me out of this one either.
She's like, can you believe that Cena just had to do with that jackass?
I mean, she literally just acted across like a tennis ball on a stick,
some
probably.
Guy wearing a hat.
Some guy Sean.
Her hair is crazy looking. It looks like she's got a couple kielbasa sausages on each side of her head. They need to be...
So, Neal, have you seen this before?
You've grown up.
Yeah, I've been around while it was playing.
You were aware.
So my friends are big fans of the Star Wars. I am not so much. But
So, okay. This is important. The dynamic of this room is very important then, because we have an OT super fan in me.
An overtime super fan?
Love overtime.
Okay.
I get time and a half, man.
Okay.
No, like, I'm huge into the original trilogy.
Yep.
You're a big fan of the new trilogy thing happening.
No, I'm a moderate all around. Other than the prequels, I like Star Wars.
Nicholas here is pro dumpster fire.
Mm-hmm. Love The Last Jedi.
And then Neal, you could take it or leave it.
yeah, I'm see the movies for the cinematic purpose only.
Fair enough.
What do you know going into the Star Wars here? Like, what are you expecting going into this for the rest of the movie?
It's the only way we grow.
A lot of grand ideas.
Okay. Very optimistic.
Pretty unbelievable stuff.
Okay.
Just like
Thanks for being so specific.
well, like I mean, I'm saying
Some
like,
twists, some turns, some laughs,
yeah.
some lessons learned.
No, like in my mind, like when I think of space, I don't think of dudes with rat tails flying around, like flying around.
Why?
Yeah, of course. Why?
Like I just don't see like people who have like the hair version of a bunion on their head.
So if I walk up to you and I just say Star Wars, what pops into your head? Right then, what pops into your head?
Nerds.
You know, George was like, in the future. I guess in his voice. Oh, in the future.
In the future.
When you could tell someone's learning about something by the length of his rat tail.
That was like coming off very like high pitched. What's his name? The president.
Donald Trump?
No, not Donald Trump. 1990s, late 90s. What was his name?
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. That sounded like a bit like a high pitch. Like high.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Are you telling me Bill
Like a
Clinton is
high-pitched
secretly
Bill
George
Clinton.
Lucas?
Whenever I look at Padme, I just think about a cigar.
Oh, why don't you just walk over here and use your lightsaber?
See, that's like look at what they're wearing, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, props to the costumers, because that's a hard job.
Yeah, Anakin's wearing a poncho and some kind of.
It's Poncho and Lefty.
What is this ascot he's got
wearing
on?
He's wearing some Pancho Villa stuff with a huge stain on it.
Yeah, Natalie Portman looks like an Aztec woman.
Yeah.
The wardrobe just took Anakin's wardrobe. They took their sheets and just cut a hole in them.
You know that they were running behind on their deadlines, and they're like, "Oh shit, George is coming! Take off your poncho! Okay,
We spent all the budgets on dressing the extras. We have nothing for Anakin.
See, that does not look aerodynamic at all to me.
No, this does not look well planned for. This does not look well planned for.
And here we go into the nice futuristic, but a long time ago in the future, diner.
Do they?
Obi-Wan. This is New York.
Same, but different.
Oh my God, it's like they ripped off the Jetsons.
They're trying to have their best of both worlds, and both the worlds suck.
So bad. And by the way, that's the guy cooking the food, and his pants are falling down. He just pulls his pants up. Scratches his crack.
I really want to know what the score for this restaurant is. The clean score. Oh, he's got a mustache. Okay. What do you know?
What do you know?
Can you tell me where it came from?
So do you think people from Earth saw this and said, we're going to build diners looking like the same restaurant that I saw a galaxy far, far away from?
And I love that robot. What's her name? Flo?
Yeah.
I mean, well, think about this, bro. I mean, diners were really popular in the 50s, and that's when Roswell happened.
Very
and
true.
a bunch of people who were abducted by aliens.
Very
So those aliens were just wanting to get a milkshake.
They were just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I've been to that place before.
He's like, he gets abducted by the fourth kind, and he's like, bro, I've never had such a desire to open I don't even know what we're going to call it, a restaurant that you dine in. Diner.
So what you're telling me is that the aliens from Roswell were just drunk and looking to get a late night burger and milkshake?
Oh, yeah.
Dropping in, and then just like,
Why else would you land in Roswell?
They took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
All makes sense now.
They took a left, I would have gotten to the diner.
Vegas was right there.
Mustaches, they're so hard to pull off.
That's how big your pocketbook is.
Even CGI ones.
And like, as far as evolution goes,
Meanwhile, in the library, you
why
like
is he
books?
growing hair on his face anyways? He's an alien.
Yeah, what does that fit any evolutionary need for him? I think not.
It doesn't show up in the archive charts.
It's not the system.
Okay, so George Lucas has the ability to go anywhere in the galaxy, into multiple galaxies, and we go to the library. We keep going to the library, to the Senate.
Hey, bro.
meetings.
It's not us.
Uses computers.
It's not a library. It's a skybrary.
It's a spaceberry.
The
Yeah.
library.
We don't have books, we have light. And it beams words into your brain.
It does not exist.
Look at this poor kid. He doesn't even want to be in the movie. He's like,
Oh, I already know this sucks.
George Lucas's grandson or something. George is like, all right, now get in the frame.
yeah,
Get in there.
he's
Grandpa, I don't want to act
he's
in it.
forcing
Get
him.
into my movie.
It's like the day where you go to visit Grandpa on set, and he's like, "Do you want to be an actor?"
No.
I feel like that kid, his grandson was cast, and then right before he did that scene, he saw the Phantom Menace, and then was just like, oh
my
no.
I'm gonna get bullied like I've never been bullied in my life.
That was his face. His
Come
face
on,
was, I'm
Gramps.
gonna be bullied for this.
I'll be with the people that I love.
Are you allowed to love? Papa is forbidden virgin.
Oh, there's some acting trying to peek out. Give it to me, Hayden.
All right.
There's a little bit.
Okay, so so Neal, you're Hayden Christensen, and Nick, you're Natalie Portman. Go.
Essential to a Jedi's life.
I'm waiting on her to speak.
All right, fine. I'll be Anakin.
Oh, am I supposed to? Be?
I just can't get over how your face doesn't move when you talk.
I know.
I am saying something deep and meaningful because I want to get under your doily.
I'm just gonna keep staring because apparently your words are better than mine.
Swish. Lip bite.
Meanwhile,
What a great scene to
in the
improv.
world of blue carpets, where there's a statue of a guy holding a ball. This is...
Yeah, this
How
is
frustrated is Yoda in this scene with these kids?
Dude, Yoda's drunk.
Look at this one kid who's just like, move the lightsaber one little bit.
Your lightsaber's upside down, Billy.
Hello, all you idiots.
Oh man, and this is early 2000s Hollywood. You know some of those kids.
Oh no! Why take it there?
You know,
Why
bro.
take it there?
Because, dog.
Every one of those kids got Harvey Weinsteined.
Yep.
They went over to Nickelodeon and
Yeah, and tried
man.
to.
and got slimed.
Oh, yeah.
Just got dark.
That was hardcore. That's hilarious.
See what this
It's
scene
not
does,
funny.
What
but-
this scene does to me is it makes the scene in New Hope when Luke has the helmet on and he's hitting the laser away.
Yeah.
It makes it hilarious because if little 4-year-olds are doing this, then that means Obi-Wan was teaching Luke like a toddler. Like that was the equivalency of putting a ball on the tee and being like, "You can do it, Luke. Hit it." And he's like, "Yay! I love the Force."
But with the blast shield down, I can't even see how am I supposed to fight.
You don't believe in the Force, do ya?
From the archive memory.
Right there, that sounded just like Luke.
Yep.
Truly wonderful the mind of a child is.
Truly wonderful. See you later tonight, kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Come to the audition. It'll be at 9 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
in my hotel suite.
I don't know what voice that is. Is that Harvey Weinstein?
It's my Harvey Weinstein
I
impression.
gotta.
That's how he sounds.
Harvey Weinstein Kermit the Frog.
Hurry up, Ewan. I got a 2 a.m. with Yoda.
Disturbing this puzzle is. Only a Jedi could have erased those files. But who?
I keep getting serious video game cutscene vibes from this.
Meditate on this.
Anytime it's just Yoda or something, I'm like, oh, there's a cutscene I'm about to play.
Do you guys play Star Wars video games?
No.
Dude, I just now started playing video games, period. Like, I got Red Dead Redemption. I've been playing it.
Hell
like a
yeah.
year.
Hell yeah.
I play a little Star Wars. A little Star Wars action on the PlayStation 4.
Is
You
that
said you weren't a fan.
Of the games are dope.
is that where most of your Star Wars knowledge comes from?
Yeah, Battlefront.
Nice. That's probably
Here's
better.
where you learn the lifelong conundrum of how R2-D2 gets upstairs.
Bro, everything in this world is extremely like futuristic except their luggage. Like
Still bringing their Samsonite.
yeah, exactly, dude. Like
I think the Republic needs you.
Here we are at Euro Disney World.
yeah, suitcases are universally the same.
All these technologies, suitcases,
And
and
then he's carrying it. Like, come on, they have flying cars, bro.
yeah, we have rolling luggage today.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
can't roll it. I guarantee you those had wheels, and he just didn't
He
know
wasn't using them.
it. Anakin's just the worst.
He was trying to
Whoa.
peacock for her.
He's peacocking.
Yep. It's like whenever you were in youth group and you used to try to carry like 20 different chairs, trying to show off to the girls
I still do.
in youth group.
I'm still carrying 20 chairs around us all the time.
Trade Federation. I fear the Senate is powerless to resolve.
I didn't know Mulan was in this movie.
When will my reflection
Yeah, that outfit
show?
is solar powered too. I don't know if you can tell.
She's gotta be really hot.
Yeah, bro. God, she looks like a piece of baklava. Like,
girl, you look like baklava.
Consider your own safety.
What is your suggestion, Master Jedi?
and then this guy's from England. Like,
Hold on a minute.
got Monty Python,
Like
Mulan.
I feel like that English guy's trying to. There's got to be some acting in this movie. Here, I'll do it.
This is my time to shine, damn it.
And this is my home. I know it very well. That is why we're here. I think it
Oh,
would be wrong if we
damn.
took advantage
Just
of
got
my knowledge
awkward.
in this instance.
Now you listen here, you little lady. Even though you're 10 years older than me, I'm gonna tell you what's what. Now let's go this way.
That poor old
Just
guy's
gave
taking
him
the
a look,
smallest
bro.
step.
Boom.
Meanwhile, in the
Okay.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah. That. Oh man.
Okay, this I'm on board with. I like.
That's a pretty cool design.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I could get behind this.
Right where it should be.
Every fifth idea is a good idea.
Oh,
Some gangster-looking ocean.
Meanwhile, in the oceanic research facility that is about to discover the megalodon.
What's that new shark movie coming out? The Meg.
Meg.
The Meg,
bro.
Yeah, the Meg's about to come out here.
Actually, yeah, Jason Statham
Is the Meg.
Please.
I'm really surprised that rain wasn't all digital.
I know. I was just thinking, how did his hair get so wet? He had his hood on.
Yeah, he was walking in with his digital rain.
yeah,
yeah,
you're
that's
right.
true. Yeah. Even the one bit of realism is fucked up.
Jeez, Neil's poking holes in this movie left and right.
I don't like this movie anymore.
I like that character look, though.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
a
I
cool
picture an alien to look.
Yeah.
The most complicated doors in history.
So Neil, if that alien landed on Earth, would you have sex with it?
Oh, I'd smash all day. All day,
Yeah,
bro.
this one I can see. This one, yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'd turn the lights off first.
You gotta keep them on for science, dude. Sit in our sperm chair.
Sit in this dome of light.
We are on schedule.
If you were to fart in one of those chairs, the thing would like resonate so loud.
I feel like if you farted in the future at all, any of this, it would just resonate so loud.
Yeah,
That his order will be met on time.
it's the brown side of the force.
The dark side.
Master Cypher Diaz is still a leading member of the Jedi Council, is he not?
Master Cypher Diaz was killed.
Okay, so Obi-Wan went to check on this weird thing, and it turns out that someone was ordering troops, but they
We
were
don't
like,
know that yet.
"Oh,
Jeez, spoiler.
I'm trying to piece it together."
All right, so the little dark thing that took out the weird reverse aging, or the you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Took out the bounty
Our
hunter.
plastic surgery alien.
Yeah, so he's tracking it down. Went to the weird dude with the mustache. Went to the Library of Light, which led him here.
The library of light. Okay.
But you must be anxious to inspect the units for yourself.
Ah, and he's discovered that there is a clone army being made.
Man, Neil, since you pointed out that thing about his hair, I can't get over it because it goes over into this scene too.
While
That affected so much of production. We have to make sure his hair is wet. Why? Because George is stupid.
Because George doesn't understand basic physics.
Doesn't understand that if your hood's up, your hair doesn't.
I like this set, though.
This is a cool place.
So,
Swim to that island every day. I love the water.
I love the water.
Right now, though, this reminds me of like a 90s Mexican novella.
Totally.
From the sand and let the sun
How is she not trying to seduce him
and try to get
right now?
I know, yeah, she's looking.
Open back dress like that.
Half naked.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah, she's looking fine as frog's hair, bro.
Oh, he doesn't like sand.
I don't like sand. Coarse,
Rough.
rough, and irritating like me.
it just gets everywhere.
Not like here.
Here, it's clean
Here
and
everything's
everything's green and there's no sand to be found. It's just dirt, water, and a couple of gungans here and there.
Oh,
Like
he
he is
caressed her
staring
hand.
at her back and saying soft
Yeah.
and smooth, and this is the worst.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here to
Kiss.
protect you, and
Kiss.
it'd be a real shame if something was to happen to you if you didn't let me do what I want to do. I'm not creepy at all.
Have you seen my rat tail?
Bro, this is the Notebook in 2049 space.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
boom. She is 10 years older than him.
I know, isn't that hot though? Like,
No.
Teacher?
Like,
oh, music.
Oh, no.
I shouldn't have done that.
man, that was supposed to be the hot moment of the movie, and it just felt. Ugh.
She is so in love with him. I loved it though. That was like a great scene. A good costuming, good makeup.
Outside of the Matrix.
If it was on mute, it would be a lot better. And then you kind of like did the bad
Here
lip reading.
at the outside of the Matrix, we have all sorts and ranges of babies in a bottle. Over here, we have these babies in a bottle.
It's true. He really is just kind of grabbing from every little sci-fi world. Yeah. Here's a little Matrix. Here's a little Blade Runner.
Look at all of our cool training programs. We have babies that then become not so babies, learning how to play these video games.
Watch as these babies become Nazis.
I see.
There's nothing in that bowl.
And then they're fully grown, scowling.
We modified their genetic structure to make them less independent than the original host.
And who was the original host?
Do you think it rocked anybody's world, like some racist dude in the mountains that loved Star Wars, specifically Boba Fett, and then the big reveal is that he's brown?
No!
Like he became like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Space racism, no! Well, you know what? I bet it's okay because when they took off Darth Vader's helmet and it was a white guy, I bet he was like, yeah!
Oh, bro.
The one black guy, yeah!
Troopers. Is this the big grand?
Oh yeah. Look at all these
Oh my god.
soldiers. Look at them marching in formation. Look at that. Oh damn, they stop, then they're turning, and then they're playing with the gun things.
Do you think there's much gossiping at the schools there? Just like, did you hear what Tommy did? Which Tommy? Tommy 12.
Oh, I hate Tommy 12.
He's nothing like Tommy 13. Tommy 13's the best.
Tommy 13's so cool.
Dude, Tommy 15's parents are out of town.
Hey, we should go party at Tommy 15's house.
Yeah, we'll get like a little cube of, food.
What?
Did you see what they were eating at lunch? Their lunch was little capsule things, and they had big bowls of nothing.
Soylent Green. What else are you gonna feed your
Again,
clones?
put that in the movie. I'd be
She literally
so happy.
is wearing earmuffs.
We literally
They
spent
are
the whole
not-
budget on the extras.
Yeah.
We have
They are-
nothing for the main to wear.
I like 2 or 3.
Anakin, I wish you would stop thinking that we're on some kind of a date. Let's just have this romantic picnic in peace.
I don't think this is.
Protect me here, where there's no advantage
Gosh, I would
anywhere.
hate for one of these flowers to attack me. Oh no.
Agree what's in the best interest of all the people and do it.
That's exactly what we do. The trouble is that people don't always agree.
Even Natalie Portman's a shitty actor in this movie.
By whom? Who's gonna make it?
See, I don't know. I don't think I agree with that because she's
You know what, Neil? Get out.
she's bringing it.
Sounds an awful lot.
You can tell she's trying
She's
underneath
bringing
all of it.
She definitely has it.
It's like George Lucas kind of
It's
just put
like-
a
it's
body
like-
condom on her.
Like I.
body condom.
Well, yeah, and she's trying to act from underneath the condom and trying to get it out, but it's just stuck there.
See, like, I feel like his eyes are squinty. Like, he's, like, stuck in the blue steel position.
And here we have giant ticks,
Just
the
giant.
size of boulders.
Here we have oh god.
They literally look like giant bloated ticks.
Who asked
And
for
he has
this?
decided to ride one.
Who asked for this?
And this, it's not even physically possible. That is some shitty VFX.
If he had died right there, an interesting twist. I'd have been on board.
It's just death by tick. He's been ticked to death.
Death by
I
being
wonder
run
where
over
they
by
filmed
giant
this at.
tick. Holland.
Annie.
Did they
Oh
really?
my god. This is such a painful movie.
That's such a classic move, though. The pretend I'm hurt so I can get you on top of me.
And then just to turn around already laughing.
Were you worried to death?
You thought I was dead, you stupid whore.
Meanwhile, in the ocean view of Game of Thrones with this dragon thing.
In this future ocean where the dragon comes in.
Boba, is your father
Oh,
What up, Boba?
oh yay, Boba.
May we see him? Sure.
The fact that he's not drinking some tea right now is disappointing.
Funny thing about Boba Fett, I don't know if you knew this, and maybe we've talked about this on the show before, but Boba Fett was the one redeeming quality of the Christmas special.
Yeah.
And he's actually kind of badass.
Yeah. Oh, right now, even now, look at him. He's just like, ooh.
Yeah, he's so cool.
He's doing blue steel.
Hello. Nothing to see here. There's nothing suspicious about me. I'm glad you came to visit me on this not suspicious night.
I've taught my son to glare very well.
I am so proud of my glaring, non-suspicious son.
He looks like what guys used to sleep in the 1850s.
He looks like what guys used to sleep in, so like they would
Just
put
the
him.
whole
They would
guy.
they would put him on to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, like what are those called?
Like a
Honey,
nightie.
oh, honey, where's my Django?
Yeah,
Zip it up.
he's like, I gotta put my moo on.
Socrates. Is he not the Jedi who hired you for this job?
I will give him this that the clothes look comfy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, he looks very... I mean, like, he looks not stressed out.
Yeah, Jedis look very comfy, and I am very into that. Like they're not a style people. All
His
good.
beard finally looks real.
I'm digging
Do you like your armor?
that little glint on his eye where you can see where a light is obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a light, like, right off camera right.
I'll guarantee that. Thank you for
I think it's
held by-
it's a nice touch though. It's a nice touch.
It's a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
It's being held by the same C-stand that plays Jar Jar Binks.
With the tennis ball.
With the
two
tennis
dots to
ball
play
on
for
top.
That's for safety. And for VFX.
If the tennis ball that they acted across that they were pretending was Jar Jar Binks was up for sale on Amazon, would you bid for it? Yeah. It was like $5.
If it was $5?
Yeah.
Sure.
$10.
Hell yeah.
Probably not. At $10, I draw the line. I just buy a tennis ball, cut a little slit in it, and say that it was Jar Jar.
Look, it's Jar Jar.
Negotiations with a lightsaber.
Now, just to remind you, we're not on a date. I know we're having a romantic evening dinner here, and you're in quite a... Oh, let me seduce you with my fancy force tricks.
See, that's a move you don't get to do until you're firmly dating. You know what I mean? You don't get to take the other person's food.
What is he supposed to be doing right now? Like, isn't he her guard?
Oh yeah, he had to cut up her food to make sure she wouldn't choke on it.
That's good miming skills there, Natalie.
Okay, the fact that these people are eating fruit with a fork and a knife just makes me hate them more.
And it wasn't even real fruit.
Yeah,
Like,
all
they
pantomime.
they couldn't even do the real fruit.
It's a good thing that I'm here to guard you, Padme. It'd be a shame if something
This is
bad
really-
were to happen.
From the moment I met you,
From the moment I met you,
those years ago, on a day
When I was like 6 years old.
I had the biggest 6-year-old boner.
I saw you, and I knew that I wanted to put my acorn dick where the sun don't shine.
I wanted to race my pod into your cave.
the closer I get to you, the worse it gets.
I can feel the inner Tuscan Raider swirling around inside me like eels in saran wrap.
Whenever he tries to put emotion into his words and his voice gets a little shaky, it kind of just reminds me of like that's what he's just trying to get the lines out, but it hurts. I hate sand. Ouch.
Dude, the sad thing is,
So the translation for this scene right here is just the tip.
yeah, okay, so, yeah, what's the conversation between Natalie and Hayden right now?
He is
No, we
obviously.
gotta act it out.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Nick, you're Padme,
Okay.
and then you're Anakin.
Okay. I'm madly in love with you.
Listen, the poop hole is a loophole.
Look. Ever since I've met you, I've been so incredibly in love with you that
I was in love with you too in your 6-year-old fine body. The way you raced that pod. I wish you would race me.
I will as soon as I.
My bedroom has a lot of sand in it. Are you going to be able to handle that? I love it. It's from my mom. I can't give it away,
as
and I
long
know
as
you
get
hate
to-
it.
As long as I get to touch your soft body.
But the sand is rough and coarse, and it's against my body, which is soft and smooth. The thing you hate, next to the thing you love. How can you handle this, Anakin?
I'll use the force.
Not the Force.
Oh yeah. Hold on. What's he saying?
That is something I know I cannot do.
I can't be rational?
Believe me, I wish that I could just wish away my feelings.
Trust me, I wish that I could just take this stupid outfit off and cut this stupid rat tail, but I can't.
If only you'd grow another rat tail. Then I'd love you.
Can't ask me to cut my rat tail. I've grown it for like at least 16 years.
Okay, so the lighting in this, the lighting is great.
We could keep it a secret if I cut my rat tail.
We'd be living a lie.
And I get.
We couldn't even if we wanted to.
We'd be living a lie.
You know what?
The rat tail would be gone.
Mannequin, would you live like that?
I don't know
Just
if I
in
could
my
live like that.
in my sand room, in my sandbox.
You're right.
You asked me to compromise too much to deal with your sandy sand house and cut my rat tail. Transition.
And scene.
Yeah,
You'll cancel at the
this
first.
is good improv. Well done.
Solid bits.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to get his hair wet again.
It will take more time to grow them.
I won't forget, and thank you.
Thank you.
It was a good tour. Thank goodness I've got my cool robe here to keep my hair dry.
By the second movie, I think Ewan McGregor's drunk for most of his scenes.
This is actually not too bad. Like, this is what's about to happen is pretty cool. Spoiler, Neil.
What is he saying?
Successfully made contact with the Prime Minister of Camino. They are using a bounty hunter named Django Fett to create a clone army.
I don't know why I didn't make this message inside my ship.
Do you think these clones are involved in the plot to assassinate Senator Amidala?
Do you think this motherfucker's lying?
Do all the Jedi sense?
Listen to this fucker mother.
Do all the Jedi sense that a phone call is coming in? Because no one's ever surprised when one of these
I know.
things pops up.
These two guys are chilling in like Indian, like sitting Indian style, just waiting.
They're smoking their hookah, they're chilling and everything,
Yeah.
and then like if you're in the middle of a discussion and someone appears in front of you, you'll go whoa, oh hey Bill, sorry, but they're just it's again. So maybe they have caller ID.
Not have the authorization of the Jedi Council.
Well, and also, like, I've never understood the physics of these holograms because, like, first of all, where is Obi-Wan looking? And then what is he looking at?
He's looking at R4B7.
But, like,
droid.
on his end, is he seeing, like, two giant Yodas and Sam Jackson?
That's true. He's probably just not seeing shit.
Maybe.
For him, it's got to be a telephone.
Force is diminished.
Because, like, anytime that, like, some little hologram pops up, like, the hologram turns around and looks up at the giant person that's looking down at them.
Yeah, that's true. The physics of these are just
Whoa! Anakin
okay.
Skywalker jerking off.
Yeah, let's.
I would love it if that was this scene.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I hate sand.
Oh, good thing I have a towel.
That's a nice shot.
That's
I
Anakin
like
Skywalker
that.
waking up from his wet dream.
That was a good handy sesh last night.
Candle lit.
Every single time she shows up, she's in some sultry outfit. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I don't want to disturb you.
Look at her hair. They worked really hard on that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, each scene that she's in, you can tell that the hair people are probably like, we need to make this a Princess Leia. This
Yeah.
needs
Oh,
to be
yeah.
the buns.
Yeah.
The bar is buns high.
That when the bar's buns high, you got to bring your A game.
You gotta bring your game.
Because every
Yeah,
single
they show up and they're like, Banzai!
How can we make this an iconic social phenomenon?
yes, this hairstyle is good, but is it buns high?
It's not, it's good, but it's not buns
But
good.
it's not buns high. And then with him, I think they really just gave up.
I think, like, everything they did with poor Hayden Christensen's, like, his outfit, everything, like, it was like someone f***ing hated this poor guy.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like they did his
He just looks smackable, though.
they did his test hair and makeup and his wardrobe, and they were like, oh, we're gonna play a prank on George. We're gonna give him this stupid rat tail and this weird ponytail and give him like the worst wardrobe ever. George, what do you think? That's great.
Oh, sorry, what?
Shit. and then they're just stuck with
Wasn't
it.
he already out? Okay.
Yes, he was already outside.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, damn. It's my long lost father. Let's play ball. Yeah, again, this is actually kind of a cool scene. See the inside of Slave One. That's the name of that ship.
Slave One.
Boom! You see that rocket thing work? You see Slave One's guns?
I see an explosion like that. Look at that. He should have no legs.
What if Star Wars was rated R?
This is literally being operated by a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, I mean, they did do an R-rated Logan and Deadpool. Why not do an R-rated Star Wars?
Yeah.
Just test it out.
I agree. What if there was an R-rated... If it was an R-rated
What does
Attack
he
of the
do?
Clones, this would be a much different
Use
movie.
the. Oh my god. Are you serious?
I hate sand. Now show me your tits.
Yeah, and also, like, how the hell did that cable thing just wrap around his arms like that?
The Force.
He's literally facing a Star Wars version of Iron Man. Oh, come on. He gets to say a line.
And then, Shredder comes out. Oh, jeez.
Ninja Turtles 2.
I can't let you fall.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
Oh, no. Gosh darn it. Release. Thank God. How does he get out of this? Oh, Jesus is falling, and he uses...
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Uncharted.
He's holding on to a string, bro.
like a fishing line.
Like, that would have cut his fingers off. Would that even hold him?
No! His hands would easily slip.
Oh, they'd be bleeding. They'd be gone, actually.
I love how we're
Like, if this was an anatomically correct movie, like, Obi-Wan wouldn't have any legs, his fingers would all be missing now.
Yeah, I love how we're heckling this movie, but everyone in this are multi-millionaires.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they can laugh. We can laugh all we want at them. Even Hayden Christensen's drying his tears with his $100 bills.
Yeah.
So
The joke is definitely on us when it comes to this.
Okay, I like that. The little crazy Dutch angle as they fly into a red planet. That's cool. That's really cool. Now that looks like a fucking spaceship to me.
I think you need to go watch this with George Lucas just to give him a boost.
Yeah. This is cool. This is... All right, okay.
Like, this is good. This is good.
I can't remember. Why are we on Tatooine again?
Are we? Fucking...
No, we were on Tatooine for sure.
Cool. Oh, isn't he back to, like, visit his mom and be pissed off about that?
I guess.
He's got to, like, murder people.
I think I just saw Star-Lord in the background.
Peter Quill. See, now this is some quality set design.
Where is this? Tunisia? Is that where they shoot it? I think they shot it in Tunisia.
Think so.
Obviously, some of it is CGI in the back. Mm-hmm. But a lot of that is practical.
Yeah, it's a throwback to the first one. He's a good one. So, George, people had a problem with this character the first time around. Oh, it's good, because he's coming back.
What are they speaking?
Honey!
Well, this is...
The speaking strained!
Jedi, what do you know? Maybe you could help with some dead beats. Owe me a lot of money.
Oh, bro. This is like, do you remember that cartoon with the brown guy with the nose who's like from a faraway planet? And it's
Brown
it
guy?
was a
brown guy, with the nose.
E.T.?
No, it was a sitcom. It was a sitcom of this.
Alf.
Alf.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
He's Alf. It's like Alf's cousin.
Brown guy with the nose.
It's Alf's cousin with a World War I helmet on.
It's Alf's white trash cousin.
That's right, bro. Elf.
Well, isn't Watto like based on totally like a Jewish stereotype of like, we're all about the money.
Oh yeah, and it was a problem in the Phantom Menace, and then he said, you know what, double down.
We gotta bring them back.
People are talking about him.
Meanwhile, in the middle of space, next to Saturn.
He's flying sideways, bro. Like that, it's sliced through the air. He's like, how much? Okay, hold on.
Oh, he's got space police behind him.
Oh dang!
Saturn. Is that Saturn?
It's pretty close to Saturn, I think. You didn't think that the Star Wars universe was inside our galaxy, but by golly, it's true.
You must have put a homing device on our hull. Hang on, son, we'll move into the asteroid field. And we'll have a couple of...
See, okay, so see how the light is like moving over their faces? It's like, where's the sun? Where's the light source coming from?
I don't even know anymore.
If you said that, George would have told you to get out of the room.
You get out! It looks cool!
Who invited this boy?
Okay, this is actually like the sound design in this scene is actually legit.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
So he's dropping bombs in this asteroid field, and then the silence, and then that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, there are so many parts that are great in these movies. Like you were saying, like hair and makeup, bring it. The sound design brings it. The score brings it. But
weirdly, like Lucasfilm is most known for ILM being like the visual effects god of the film industry, and yet the VFX I feel like are the least strong part in the whole movie.
you think the visual effects are the least strong part of this movie?
Okay, I see where you're going.
Let's
No.
sand.
Bro, his spaceship looks like a ladybug.
It's like a radio.
A ladybug.
That is Slave 1, you bastard. That is the cool... I have that ship in my toy box. And yes, I have a collection of Star Wars toys in a little chest in my garage.
You can bring them out.
No, I totally have Slave 1.
I love his Burger King headset.
Yeah. Brian, are you coming?
What happens when you get my order wrong?
Brian, are you coming out of the garage? Oh, I'm just working on something, honey. Shoo, shoo, pew, 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 pew.
Damn, that thing is fully auto. Now he's busting out the big guns.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Ewan gonna do?
Blast, this is why I hate flying. I think that's what he...
Blast.
Bro, I could definitely see how this would incite motion sickness.
I'm gonna need you to make the ship poop on the rocket. Well done.
That's
you.
genius, though. Like,
Hey man, that's kind of what they do in the real deal.
yeah.
I don't know what those things are called, but they like send out flares in the back of the plane.
Yeah. Flares. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
dang.
sly guy.
If
They send out these flare type
could use
things.
the Force, he would have known better.
Sly. guy.
Meanwhile, on the moon.
You know, usually I don't really like, the little lower thirds telling us where we're at, but holy shit, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
At no point, at any planet we've been on have I known.
Yeah.
Like,
That's one thing I will say that the like Rogue One, Solo, like all the new movies, like they're really good about keeping you oriented as to like where the f you are.
yeah, and you don't realize how big of an accomplishment that is until you see
watch
it.
this
Until you see
thing.
this. Until you see it done wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like we have no idea where our base is. We're just kind of all over the place.
Like this right here. So, all that is blue. but then when you look up, it's red.
Well, like the rocks are red, but I think it's there's like lights by those spheres or something.
Okay, this definitely looks practical.
The ground looks practical.
How much you want to bet those burn marks are actually just decal stickers that they like put on the side? Like they're not 3-dimensional; they're just stickers.
How much you want to bet that they're from
Looks like a painting.
the kid who played the young Anakin Skywalker just kept sneaking onto set and punching this
Okay,
props.
now this right here, this is great. So we're seeing a big silver spaceship.
This
with-
is definitely practical.
Yeah, like this is like the very kind of like original Star Wars look to it. Oh,
Anytime they go practical, I am more into the movie.
Yeah,
it
me too.
looks like a better movie.
Right. That's a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Hello, 3PO.
he's my favorite.
Come to see my mother.
Like there's not much movement to this movie, but it's like you said, like Neal said, it still gives you a sense of like motion sickness.
Yeah.
Just because of all like the fake
Frame
shit
rate of the TV.
It's
though.
it might be that, or it might be I
Like
think
the
it's-
flying.
Oh, that guy! Hey,
Joel Edgerton.
Yeah.
What else has he been in?
Everything.
Warrior, the UFC movie.
I haven't seen that one.
That's a great one. Him and Tom Hardy.
What about that one he just did with Will Smith as he plays Bright?
No shit, that's the guy.
Yeah, it's that guy.
He's great.
He plays the crazy looking monster.
Yeah, he's the guy in The Gift too, the one with
yep.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he's been in a ton of stuff.
Oh, he's awesome. Get him out of here.
Uncle Owen has
Save
stolen
him.
the show.
Save him.
The Great Gatsby. He was in The Great
Oh
Gatsby.
yeah.
Your mother got out early, like she always did.
Once again, why did they not have flying plates?
From the tracks, she was about halfway home.
God, he was chunkier, bro.
Those Tuscans walk like men, but they're
Before that Hollywood workout routine kicked in,
Bro, he needs to take a razor to that fucking coat.
he needs to get a lint remover.
Yeah, he's got lint on there.
I'd be out there with them, but after I lost my leg, I just couldn't ride anymore.
Puss.
Until I heal.
Until you heal.
Until my leg comes back.
I'm just waiting for this leg to come back, and then I'll save your mother.
Show them.
That's the greatest excuse I've ever heard. I'm
Look,
just.
I can't go until my leg has grown back.
Once
okay?
it does, I am all on it.
Get off my back, okay? My leg is only halfway here.
My back has just grown back. Get off it.
Jeez. So you're just lucky they didn't cut my body off.
How many hats do you think Padme brings with her to any one location?
I imagine that she's like Mrs. Howell from
See?
Gilligan's Island.
All right, now she's looking good right there.
Yeah.
Dude, she looks great. In
Her
every
ab
scene.
muscles are showing. She's looking. Now that's great. That's great.
You'll be safe.
That's dynamic.
Look at that wall. No, but you're right. You're right. I mean, like,
I
there's
love
definitely
that.
some
That
moments.
was hella artistic. See, that's look at the great composition. Great composition.
I won't be long.
You know, you're kind of, like you point that out. Like when we went to their island temple, we didn't really see any of the island temple. All we saw was just close-ups of them, you know, over the ledge. So that is a good point. Like they went to probably a crazy expensive location, an amazing, beautiful location, and he just filmed them in close-ups.
Well, that's the thing is, like, Star Wars is kind of meant to be shot like a Western.
Yeah,
Like, it's a space Western.
It's supposed to be wide and expansive. Like
Yeah, you
this.
see all these landscapes and stuff. And when
Yeah.
you do that crap of being all close and, like, they're trying to be in on the emotion and everything, but you're losing the cinematic impact of it all. That's an amazing shot.
Like
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
every bit of this is great. As soon as they've stepped onto this planet, like I've
Dynamic
liked their storyline
lighting.
better.
Get the golden ratio, so it's like beautiful composition. Mm-hmm. See, that's when
just
I feel
gives
like
us
a
some
tripod.
fucking room to look at.
Yeah, tripods. That's when I feel like I lock it off and tripod shot works.
Yeah.
You know. That's great.
Meanwhile, in Notre Dame.
I like the lens flares.
Or is it Notre Dame? Sorry.
It's Notre Dame.
I Americanized it.
Notre Dame.
Guys, I'm going to have to 10-1, okay? Before I
And
explode.
We're going to narrate as Brian 10-1s it. So here they're still making the clones, right?
Yeah, it's of some kind.
Okay, Neal, can you sum up what is happening in this movie to the best of your ability right now?
Yeah, so for me at least, what I'm seeing is a young guy learning from Ewan McGregor.
Okay.
Who he is abandoned by Ewan McGregor to solve a much larger issue that looks like a lot of other planets who are definitely, they have like some agenda that doesn't have to do with what his apprentice is going through.
Okay.
But I feel like they're gonna bring them together somehow.
Okay.
Like at the beginning they were a strong duo, which is like what an apprentice and the master should have. I feel like, you know,
Right.
Ready to have a pause when you're supposed to.
and you get
Pretty much nailing it, yeah.
okay.
That's my favorite character.
Yeah, he looks cool. I like that. He's got a tooth for a head.
And he's got a skinny tooth for a head.
Oh damn, bro! Squidward's in this movie.
And Saruman. Christopher Lee really is one of the coolest, or was, is he still alive? I don't know, but one of the cool dudes.
The Jedi. Well.
Like he's in a metal band.
So, like, there was one of the characters. He was dressed like a priest. So, I don't know how that makes any sense, because if you believe in like if you're in the future world, you understand that there is no God. Like, because there's.
What did I just come
you
back
just walked
to?
back. we went to some places.
Man,
Well-
come back and God's dead.
Well, no, there was like a crazy alien character dressed up like a pope.
Yeah, it's called Future Popes. Space Pope. We have space dogs fighting over a space bone, while their space dads look on and laugh. Space is just like here, man. It's just in space.
Ooh, that's good makeup. Oh shit, she's tied up. Who knows what they've been doing to her?
Probably making her cook a lot.
Cook, and then we're gonna tie it back up.
They're all getting all 50 Shades of Grey up in the Star Wars universe.
Tony, this could be a much different movie if it was allowed to just go there.
You mean the 50 Shades of Grey route with him and his mom right here? You're right.
Yeah,
That'd be a
Obi-Wan
much
getting his
different
legs
movie.
blown off.
And then Anakin starts having sex with his mom. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
they're building up
yeah.
to it.
Thanks, Mom. You like my rat tail?
I've been growing it this whole time. What have you been up to? Oh, just kidding.
You know, just
Those. So I'm not digging her scratches. Her face scratches.
Oh no.
It looks like she's got jelly smeared on her cheek.
The folks over at Marlowe House Makeup would have a heyday. A heyday, I tell you. It's a shout out to Tony Marlowe.
If only you'd been here 15 minutes earlier.
Well, I tried to get here as fast as I could, Mom.
It's only been 15 years.
Is she gonna die?
I managed to hold on
Squeeze that tear out, Hayden.
just long enough
Squeeze
for
it
you
out.
to watch me die. You know, the timing is impeccable.
He really couldn't have made it 5 minutes earlier.
She's a good. That actress is good at dying like that.
She's got she's got good dead face.
Good dead face.
Now, what the sad thing is that
See, that's not a bad shot.
her being tied up.
And then he does that.
They have to do the close the eyes thing. And then now, ooh, he's angry. Angry Hayden Christensen. Look at those angry eyes.
Is it? What's he gonna do?
He looks hungry.
He's so angry.
The sad thing is,
Oh,
if he had just left her tied up to that pole, that was what was keeping her alive.
Oh my gosh!
He gonna kill them all. Meanwhile,
That is
in Yoda's bedroom.
That is a weird transition to make in that moment.
Yeah, it is.
They should have held on that for a little longer.
Yeah, they really
Okay,
should
here
have
we
let
go,
that
here we
go
go. Hold
on, but
on.
they decided to. They're gonna
Sam L.
squeeze him out.
Sam L's in the house.
I've been listening to the motherfucking Force. You have?
What is it?
I bet you Sam Jackson took that seat home and he uses it. Just walks into his living room and sits on it.
Man, look at that dome.
See, that's just a good head structure.
That is a good head structure, man. It's like perfectly spherical.
Oh yeah.
Then there's Yoda. Look at this crap.
Yoda, you need to let it
All
grow
these
out.
ridges and nasty.
You need to let it grow out,
Jeez.
Yoda.
The transmitter is working. Not receiving a return signal. Carson's too far. R4, can you boost the power? We'll have to try something else.
So would R4 be the updated version of R2?
You'd think.
Numerically, yes.
He had to just get the R2 unit that matches the color of his ship.
Yeah, just to blend in.
Very important.
He's very fashion conscious. So wouldn't R4 be like twice as good as R2?
You'd think. That's the thing. Like, how many R units are there?
Uh-huh.
R. Because like you got R2, you got R4, but like how many R2 units are there?
R77.
Yeah, like how many upgrades? There are obviously not very many upgrades because they've had R2 units.
They're just that R4.
So
Yeah.
it goes R99,
Yeah.
R100, S1.
Yeah, Apple's charging $1,000 for the R84. And they're stuck on R2.
So kangaroo dog hybrids.
Look at this shitty old model. R2.
Don't talk about that lady like that.
Is it trying to talk to me? I think it's trying to talk to me. Meanwhile, in the place that's surrounded by sand.
Joel Edgar can. Yeah, that's true. He's in his least favorite place.
That's why he's so angry.
That's why he's messed up.
So she can hold her head up now.
Because rigor mortis is set in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Science,
okay.
Neal.
All right. I believe you. I buy that.
If only that guy's leg had grown back 15 minutes earlier. Why are you bringing her inside? Bury her outside.
She stinks.
Look how much more outside there is.
Smells like butt.
She is stinky dead. Get her out.
It looks like Dr. Seuss milk. It's like green eggs and ham and blue milk.
Yummy. Looks like he's about to f the robot.
Yeah, bro, that looks like blue milk.
It is blue milk. Don't you know the lore of blue milk?
I do not like blue milk and silk.
Yeah, right.
Why'd she have to die?
She had scratches on her face.
Why couldn't I save her?
Why couldn't I have gotten there 5 minutes earlier?
Why is there so much sand?
Everywhere I look. Oh, it's in this thing. It's in my pants.
I wish they would add a scene where like the autopsy came back. Cause of death was sand got in her wounds.
She looks
Powerful Jedi.
she looks like a Navajo Indian.
I will even learn to stop people from dying.
The worst line reading.
How do we learn to stop people from dying? There's gotta be a better way.
It's this 1980s pop song. How do I stop people from dying?
I just died in your arms tonight.
Must have been something you did.
I killed them.
The raiders turned me up tonight.
They're dead.
This is Hayden Christensen's finest acting.
And not just the men,
And the bar is low.
but the women,
But the women
the children.
and the children, I f*** them too.
Like, as an actor, though, this is something. Like it's enough.
You know what those tears are? Those tears are just the what's the shit we rub on the eyes?
Ethanol or menthol.
Menthol.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
menthol.
that is just menthol rubs under the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Natalie Portman is acting the crap out of this scene.
To be angry is to be.
Okay, so George, I'm thinking that when he's upset, I get really upset too. No,
I don't think so.
but if he's upset, why would I just keep staring? What do I just stare at him with a blank face? You got it.
You hate this guy. Keeps trying to bang you. You don't like him.
That would be really nuts if that was the notes the whole time. Like, oh yeah, you aren't supposed to be together. Oh no.
Oh, gee. I don't know why George Lucas always ends up being Jimmy Stewart to me. Oh, no. All the
Untrustworthy
moms
Jimmy
died in
Stewart.
your arms. Oh, gee. I don't even know who this old guy is.
If it wasn't for you, I would have my leg.
Dang.
I'm the only person in this scene that won't go on to actually have a real acting career. But I'm gonna pick up this sand,
The way he just reached down right there was the most unnatural thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
and I'm just gonna hold it in my hands.
I wasn't strong enough to save you, Mom.
No, you just weren't quick enough, dude.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I wasn't strong enough.
No, again,
No, it's literally down to speed.
it's fast. 5 minutes. She was fine.
Promise. I won't fail again.
You not yeah.
That is the worst thing to promise.
This is a horrible promise.
You're,
I swear by this dirt
Yeah.
in my hand.
That
the
I
sand
will.
down.
I promise to try harder. Like,
so much.
Oh, acting!
R2? What are you
So much.
It seems that he is carrying a message from everyone.
I feel like C-3PO is George Lucas's favorite character because he does not move his head. And he's just like, why can't you all be like him?
See, this is when George Lucas finally let Padme stop like he just let her stop looking sexy and stuff and made her actually look cool and badass.
Is that how you would describe her look for most of this? Is sexy? This is sexy. This is sexy, but like
Tomb Raider kind of way.
yeah, but like the 10,000 dresses and stuff. No, it's too much. Too much. Great reaction.
bro, I want to watch that movie.
Oh, cool, George. We're gonna have this nice little space battle with Obi-Wan and these aliens. No, we'll just see it, and then ignore it.
See, tiny Sam Jackson looking up at giant Natalie Portman. Almost called her Keira Knightley.
They'll never get there.
I mean, they're the same person.
They really are. They literally were each other's body doubles in the Phantom Menace.
Geonosis is less than a parsec away.
Oh, it's only 1 parsec.
Less than a parsec.
What? They can get there in no time.
They can just hop on over. If only they were in the Falcon, and they can make the Kessel Run.
They can take the Kessel Run.
20 parsecs.
He gave me strict orders to stay here.
He gave you strict orders to protect me.
I hate him so much. He holds me back, but he told me to stay here, so I will.
If you plan to protect me, you'll just have to come along.
Bro, you know those toys that like they expand as you pull them out, like the little balls? That's what she has on the back of her head.
Yeah, so I guess they're stealing C-3PO.
Well, if it was, yeah. What's his face? What's his face said, you can take him. I'm going to go to Hollywood and try to be an actor.
Yeah. That is great puppet work. The thing just fart?
Bro, I would like to hear what that is sped up.
Before the Separatist attack. This is a crisis. The Senate must vote the Chancellor emergency powers.
Hey, it's the dude from Guardians of the Galaxy.
They just keep pulling in people from Guardians.
This movie was very ahead of its time.
If only Senator Amidala.
Senator Amidala.
I swear by the horns on my head and the other horns on my neck.
Those don't look like horns to me, bro.
He's got some
How we mate.
He's got some virile horns up top and some limp ones
he's got
down low.
He's got rockets for ears.
Ah.
Oh no, my friend. This is a mistake, a terrible mistake.
I just don't understand how they landed this guy. What's his name?
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, I mean, like, he is a legendary actor.
Oh man, and he's in a metal band and everything. It's Saruman. They roped in Saruman.
Well, I'm sure that because, like, if someone like George Lucas comes to you who has proven success and he's going to make another movie that has already been successful, multi-million dollars, you're going to think to yourself, okay, I'm going to put some trust into this guy.
Yeah, there's no fault to any of them for taking it on. Like, Ewan McGregor, I mean, who would turn that down at that moment?
Yeah.
Turn down the prequels before anybody had heard anything of it.
And I feel like if anybody gets better and better and better in each movie, it's definitely Ewan McGregor. Like,
Oh yeah,
But because, like, by The Revenge of the Sith, he's legitimately cool. Like, Revenge
Yeah.
of the Sith is actually not that bad.
But he was once mine.
debatable.
As you were once his.
I just can't believe what they decided on for his hair and his wardrobe in this movie. It's just...
I just can't believe
Really
they had Han Solo frozen in carbonite in an iconic forever image of how to keep someone prisoner.
Yeah.
And then for this, they have him just floating.
He was now under the control.
Why don't we put him in some kind of a force field jail so we can still talk to him?
It's like, oh, is there any kind of like cool prison thing that we're in? It's at the future. It's a jail cell. No, he's just sitting there.
The influence of a Sith Lord called.
Is he like not able to move or anything? No, he just kind of spins around the whole time.
The Viceroy of the Trade Federation.
It's like Chinese water
Yeah, no,
torture,
he
except
really
it's
is just
spinning.
rotating
I bet
around and around.
sleeping in that position is probably really comfortable.
Right? Like it's probably really good for your back.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely the most comfy of prison situations.
Like they didn't even do the old ancient medieval thing where they, hang him up like by his arms up here or something like that.
Yeah,
This
no.
is a pretty cozy
He's just
situation.
chilling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, they turn the lights off. He's in a sensory deprivation. Like,
They play some nice music whenever this guy leaves.
yeah, bro, they put on a Barry Gibb CD.
Yeah.
It just turns on like all the astral music.
Every once in a while.
Oh no, we're hypnotizing him to death.
Every once in a while, like those misters will come on and just kind of spray him down a little bit.
Yeah, there's just some ASMR happening over the speakers.
It's okay, Obi-Wan. It's okay. I know you're in prison, but it's okay.
No, I'm too relaxed.
They just keep him spinning and spinning.
Misa propose that the Senate give immediately emergency.
Who let this pile of foreskin into the Senate?
Why does he have the kind of authority to even bring this to the floor of the House?
Misa named Jar Jar Binks. Who?
We've got ball sacks for chins.
Hirsch.
It is
Oh, what a surprise. Oh, I never would have thought this would happen, me getting emergency authority over the entire galaxy.
I'm so depressed.
I love all of you so much, and especially you, Jar Jar.
When has that ever been true?
What is
As soon as the problem's over, I'll step down.
that? Right, yeah.
I swear, guys.
Isn't that dude dead?
That actor?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I hope so.
Kicking.
Just kidding, I don't know.
I don't think Sam Jackson ages either.
See, that's like another thing with the new Star Wars, how they're making movies with actors who are passed away.
Yeah.
I don't like that, man. No. I really don't like that because
I actually kind of dug it in Rogue One. Like, I accepted it because he's been dead for so long.
yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, too soon, you know?
Well, no.
If they were to do that with Carrie Fisher, I'd be really
don't-
upset. But
So it's like, how would you guys feel about watching a movie that's like completely CGI Robin Williams? Exactly.
Well, that's the thing is it's too fresh, but I mean,
If it's Aladdin, I'm down.
Aw.
oh god.
But what I'm saying is I think an actor should only be able to be an actor as long as they're living, and once they're gone, you admire their work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Wow.
It is kind of-
That's a take that I don't think that anyone would have thought of. Like, when an actor's dead, they should be dead. But
yeah.
But you're right. It's like an actual thing we have to be looking out for now.
Yeah,
Well,
because like with
now
all
you're hitting an actual plot point, which is I should have done something.
exactly.
Shouldn't die. Actors shouldn't die.
I will stop people from dying.
No, I think that I think it's one thing to resurrect the actor himself as his own likeness, but when you're resurrecting the character, which is the intellectual property of the studio, like I think that's where it becomes
Yeah,
wishy-washy.
but
You know what I
see,
mean?
like
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that that's
yeah, but you say intellectual property. So, but what percentage of that is the actors? You know what I mean? Because like you hire actors to play characters because you think that they'll do that character and that idea justice with their decisions. Well, when it's not the actor anymore, like
Well, I don't know. I mean, like,
Where do you draw the
I'm
line?
sitting in like if I was
studio rep.
Iger, like
Yeah.
whatever his name, Iger from Disney. Like, if I was to sit into his shoes, like I could see that the intellectual property, the IP of like say Star-Lord. It's not just Chris Pratt. It's the wardrobe and like the look.
Yes.
And like the character like the style of dialogue and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
written by
But
James Gunn and all that.
but-
Like it's beyond just the likeness.
Yeah, but don't you think that Chris Pratt has something to do with that character?
Oh, totally.
In a sense.
Yeah, totally.
So, like, it's kind of the same. I feel the same way with like the character, like Carrie Fisher,
Yeah.
like an actress who is.
I don't know what the legal, because like I'm trying to remember back in the old media law classes. Did you take media law?
Yeah, but I forgot it as soon as I left it, like you're supposed to.
Right. Like a true guerrilla filmmaker.
Like a true artist.
Yeah.
I don't got time to think about that shit. I'm creating.
Well, there's actual legal grounds for certain things, like what exactly constitutes an IP and that kind of thing when it comes to like actors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It is a really interesting discussion.
Was Rogue One the one where they brought back that old British dude, the general guy?
But yeah.
Okay.
Tarkin.
Yeah, I just don't like that technology is available now.
Dude, technology's kind of getting to a scary place. 'Cause,
Right?
Like that, there was an Obama video that Jordan Peele was adding a voice and mouth movement to. Mm-hmm. And like, when you watch it, you're obviously like, well, that's Jordan Peele that's doing the voice, but like, it looks like Obama's talking.
Yeah. Or like the ones that are fake where Obama like walked over and kicked in a door or
Yeah.
skated off on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Where you can tell that's not real, but it's close. And especially with like
Really
the new
damn
Star
close.
Wars stuff where they brought that back and you're just like, wow, people are already believing sketchy stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So if you show them that, like, here's this person killing a baby, and they're like,
Yeah.
there's proof.
So you look at the visual proof.
There's visual proof of someone killing a baby, and it's like, that's a dangerous road to walk down.
Yeah. And it's all thanks to this dumpster fire Attack of the Clones.
And thanks a lot, Georgie.
I'm trying to bring it back.
Thanks a lot, Georgie, from our serious
Way
discussion.
to go. Oh, acting!
She fell in the
Had me
smelting
in a
pot.
hole.
Why is there nothing in that?
And then she falls into the cup.
Yeah. And I about lost my mind whenever I saw R2 had rockets in his legs.
What the? That has never been a thing.
I always knew he had rockets in his legs.
But why never use them? Why never use it?
And now we have to have the Three Stooges moment with C-3PO. Mm-hmm. Didn't we already see this in Empire Strikes Back? That this whole gag has literally already been done. Mm-hmm. Oh, his head's going on the wrong body.
He's a robot and he doesn't need his head for periods of times.
His real body has a brain of its own. Oh no.
See, I feel kind of bad for Doctor Strange a little bit because I feel like whenever you're acting in Star Wars and you got the lightsaber and you're spinning that around, you're like, I'm lightsabering. So when you have to do your Force stuff to where you as an actor are just like pushing the air and being like, ooh, and you know,
forcing.
Yeah, like that takes a leap of faith. But Doctor Strange doesn't even have a lightsaber. All he's got is choo.
Yeah.
Woo.
He's just like,
Wah.
well, here's the thing. Like, Doctor Strange literally doesn't have powers.
No.
He has no powers. All he did was study a lot of books and learn a couple enchantment words.
Knowledge is power.
And, like, he literally learned himself into superhero-ness.
He learned himself a power. That boy's smart enough to learn himself super.
He learned himself.
He learned himself a Marvel.
Surely not. Surely not.
Dump
Are
it.
you on the edge of your seat right now?
Dump it.
Oh, oh, thank God. Padme, she didn't get dumped on. Thanks to this robot having sex with a wall.
Oh, and then he. Oh. I thought he literally saved her life and then accidentally dumps her into the lava pit.
That'd be some real bullshit if you think somebody was like either dead and then like brought them back to life in a really absurd way, like making them look like Mary Poppins and flying back to his ship.
Like
crazy.
He can't.
What a
even,
stupid choice.
He can't even let.
Why is he not?
her have like. Natalie Portman doesn't even get to have like a nice little badass action moment here. Like she doesn't get to very cleverly sneak her way out of it. R2 has to save her and then she gets captured.
Obviously, she's a woman.
You're right.
Women can't save themselves. Everybody knows that.
You're right.
Especially in Hollywood.
And especially in the Star Wars world.
That has been one of my favorite little things about these new Star Wars films is how much they're like, look, women, we love women. See, women, Star Wars loves women now.
Yeah, but it's like, it's almost so much that it's like overcompensation.
Oh yeah. It's definitely.
Not in the same way of like how in the Phantom Menace, like he was trying to be like so diverse that it was just offensive.
Yeah.
Like
I'm including Jewish stereotypes.
Yeah.
I wish you wouldn't. Wouldn't, George.
Could you take a breath, George?
It's what the people are clamoring for. Is it? Let's listen to it.
I think, honestly, I think at the time, in 1999 when The Phantom Menace came out, I think at the time, it really was kind of considered like, oh, wow, like, what a great thing. And then then people saw it for what it was, and they're like, oh, that's, too far.
Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think they were already probably like doing that, going, oh no, too much to even notice the offensive stereotypes. Like that was probably last on their concern.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what,
While they're about to enter a vagina together.
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
See, well.
And then they just start fucking.
That's one.
I watched that movie too.
And then they enter an arena while they're in the middle of doing their business.
I'll tell you what, that is one thing that they did do right. Was
fucking and then enter in an arena.
Was the build up between those two, like she really plays hard to get. And he really comes in strong.
Yeah. I think he comes in tepid, but
I think he comes in as strong as Hayden Christensen can muster.
Which is to say...
But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so crazy thing. This is actually, believe it or not, a practical set.
So they're in the same place they shot Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, okay, so this is a practical set, and the background is actually a miniature. It's still technically a practical set. It's just a miniature that they...
And it looks better.
They did a background replacement. It looks okay.
Looks better. So is this Tatooine?
No, this is not Tatooine.
Okay. But it's a sand planet that looks just like Tatooine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, these look like the characters from Rick and Morty.
Oh, totally.
If they had executions in big old arenas like this, would you guys go?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Am I there with a crew?
Are you there with your crew? No, it's
Like,
just you. It's just you.
I'm not getting paid?
No, you're just going solo. No, it's you attending this. It's you attending the event.
I don't know if I would attend.
Yeah, that was smart. That was so smart. I'm gonna poke this thing with an electric prod, and it obviously could eat the shit out of me.
This really does look like an episode of Rick and Morty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a very offensive people in the back.
We gotta, come on, Morty. Oh, we gotta get this Jedi.
Oh, jeez, Rick. What are we gonna do with all these like lobster things trying to come and get us?
We gotta get this molded Jedi out of here, Morty.
She is.
Okay, see, this is cool. This is her taking control of her destiny. She's being the powerful woman. Fantastic.
Yeah, like in this, like her wardrobe here, she looks badass.
Yeah.
She looks great. He looks like a Jesus knockoff. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So cool.
Okay.
You know, must be nice to be able to do anything when you got visual effects on your side.
He cheated. He's got special effects. Oh, if those were on her face, she'd be dead.
She ripped her midriff off.
Oh, yes, that was so hot.
Thank God we taught those monsters to tear off the sexy part. Dad is looking at the wrong thing.
So don't these cats have the Force too? Like
Which cats?
the Master and the Apprentice.
Oh yeah, they have the Force.
That's what I'm saying. Why
they
aren't
should
they
be-
using it?
There's because they kind of suck. He looks.
She can't do that. Just in case you are wondering if the offensive stereotype was in the movie.
Yeah, he really doubled down on so many of
He
those.
really did, but his heart was in the right place.
Like he was trying, but it was just a George. Yay.
Oh man.
Of course.
Yeah,
he's-
see, now he's using the Force. He's calming it down with the Force. Hiya! I'm a Jedi. I can use the Force. Thank goodness I've got this stick.
Do you think the crowd is used to this kind of thing happening, or do you think they're like, this is the worst f***ing execution I've ever seen?
They're probably like, boo!
They are not dead. I came to see aliens be dead. They're alive. Poke, poke.
Get that back. The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, Neal, I think you're right. There's got to be a more force-y power than poke, poke, poke.
More Force E power?
Yeah, like he's sitting there just poking it. Like, you should, why not, like...
Call now and get your own Force E power.
Yeah, get your forcey power on, man.
Oh no, the stick didn't work.
Like, now that he tore that up, like, pick that stick up with your mind and, like, throw it through his face.
If only I had some kind of a force to use.
Count Dooku looks so bored.
I'm objecting to the way that this whole thing is going.
That was terrible.
I mean, it's what the movie is.
You know, I will give it to this movie. At least this movie has a beginning, middle, and end, unlike The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace is just happening.
Yeah, you just jump in the middle and end in the middle.
Yeah. Like, there's no... who is the good guy in The Phantom Menace? Who's the bad guy? Mm-hmm. At least in this movie, we have a clear idea of who the hell the bad guy is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of these
Oh,
Jedis.
dude, I want a green lightsaber.
Would you go green?
Cosplay.
I would definitely go green. Or maybe orange.
I like blue. I like blue.
Blue?
I think I'd...
If it wasn't
I'd go
bad, I would
green.
go red.
I'd go green.
Yeah.
I think red's awesome.
Yeah, red is definitely...
I think I took a quiz because like the color of your lightsaber has to do with like your personality. So you know, Mace Windu is royalty. I don't know what purple is.
Badass.
Freaking sweet.
Look how smoky he is.
Mace Windu is actually like legit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, now we're getting into
Yeah, this is cool.
I love how when it actually starts getting cool, we all get quiet.
Yeah, like,
what's really happening?
Boogers!
See, after watching through this movie again, I'm kind of at the same point I was at going in. I know about the exact same amount that I did
Oh, really?
going into it from 10 years
You've
ago.
learned nothing?
I've really learned nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, she shows her midriff. There's a lot of fighting in this. They're in the sand.
Yeah. Did you see the composite of that?
It was poopy.
Like, she was barely moving along with the weird thing that she was writing.
And I mean, we rag on it, but if you watch like the early Lord of the Rings stuff, you know that doesn't age super. Some parts of that don't age super well as well.
I don't know. Like, I keep seeing like the way that they're compositing these together, and like none of the motion tracks.
No, it doesn't.
Like,
It doesn't.
sizes are all like your perspective's all screwed.
Yeah, I take that back about Lord of the Rings. They did it good.
No, they did it great.
They did it great, and it doesn't. Still, maybe doesn't hold up as well as it used to, but it still holds up better than this.
Yeah.
And they probably had
Why?
like
Why?
I mean, you said this was supposed to be
Gunslinger
a Western.
Yeah, but that's too on the nose.
I thought it was cool. Spaghetti Western, baby.
it ain't a spaghetti western until someone spins the gun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Now Django gets mangled by this bull thing.
I'm a spinning him.
Oh, no, it's like the Revenant.
Yeah, it's like a bear attack.
Boot. The tiniest laser in the world.
No
took that out.
aliens were harmed in the making of this movie.
I wouldn't put it past Lucas. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, that's
Got
awesome.
his head
he
clean off.
just cut that dude's head off. Where's all the blood?
It's a laser sword,
It's a PG movie.
Cauterized the wound.
Like it needed to be a Kill Bill, like chop his head off.
Is that just blood everywhere? Just very out of sync with the rest of the Star Wars world.
And I really hope that was a Sam Jackson mention. Like the purple lightsaber is him. He said he wanted a purple lightsaber, and I hope that in that battle he was like, "Can I cut off a dude's head?" Like no one's ever cut off a head in these movies. I want to decapitate someone.
Dang, they just killed another.
Yeah, there's been a lot of alien creatures that have been
Just
brutally murdered.
Yeah, decapitated.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
In the midst of a battle, they have time to discuss.
God, we're so hot, honey. I know.
Although I will say that has nothing on the Pirates of the Caribbean 3 wedding during a battle.
I'll get on with it, or whatever.
You make us you just kiss.
Like, what are we doing, Disney?
Yeah. Oh. That's what happens when you don't have the movie written before you start shooting the movie.
Stop that, you'll get straight from my head. It's such a drag.
I get it.
It's such a drag because his head's being dragged.
That's one of the reasons why I like that character so much.
3PO?
Yeah, 3PO, because he's like the comic relief. And he is in such the most wholesome way.
Yeah, and he's not like a freaking rabbit-eared minstrel show like Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Like Jar Jar took it too far. Man, so many man buns.
Yeah, check that one guy, Obi-Wan. Everyone else is dead. Maybe that.
Yeah, check his pulse.
Maybe the other guys are.
Worthy of recognition in the archives of the Jedi Order. Now, it is finished.
Oh man, you got me.
Surrender, and your lives will be spared.
We will not be hostages to be bought, Dooku.
Then, I'm sorry, old friend.
Guys, I don't know if they're gonna get out of this one.
Surely not. They definitely are hitting the mandatory lightsaber spins.
How do they never see these ships coming? They don't see them, they don't hear them. Total surprise.
And they're like
When they're right above.
they're like the most impeccable timing.
Yeah.
It's and there's so rarely points in here where the heroes pull themselves out of danger.
No,
Oh, yeah.
The heroes keep getting captured
They
and
always
having
gotta,
to wait on something.
they got to call in the B team.
That's not any kind of achieving anything for these people. Kind of adds to just like this placeholderness of it.
It's all about the rebellion, bro.
Oh, dang. I always really liked the kind of the military element, though, of the whole Star Wars universe, like with the stormtroopers and stuff.
Yeah. I like it when they play into that too.
Like when you're watching the Clone Wars show, it's actually like it's legit. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Like these are basically Chinooks and stuff.
Like they make it more human, kind of, in a way that it's like that it's not just like, oh, we're going to war, because it always felt like when Star Wars said war, even Star Wars, like it always feels like a play war, not a real war.
That's what I loved about Rogue One.
I love this
was like,
shot. I love this shot. I just think it's so funny.
I just want his head to fall out of the helmet.
Why does it not fall out? Even as an 8-year-old, I was like, his head should fall out of
It's just
there.
like splat.
Splunk. Aww. And then the music from Curb Your Enthusiasm plays.
How is this movie not over yet?
See, that's like almost the worst thing about these movies is that
just
they're
keep
so
going.
exhausting.
Yeah. At least this is a better third act than Phantom Menace, because Phantom Menace was just like, oh, we are battling.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it's a big improvement over Phantom Menace, I'll give it credit.
It is definitely a step up. Oh, the Death Star? Oh, dang.
It doesn't seem possible. How could the Jedi come up with an
But how long is this movie?
Yeah,
Is
they
it
are
like,
playing World of Warcraft.
What's the runtime on it?
It's like, 2 hours? How much more time do we have? Hang on.
like that's just the thing of the prequels is that you ask those questions. You have to ask those questions. Like
They're just long.
And there's still a whole fight to come up that we haven't even gotten to.
Is there really?
Yeah, Yoda. Like we have not had a boss fight.
I know. Where are the boss battles? You want to hook it up with a couple of them Twizzlers?
Yeah, man. Man. These are good Twizzlers too, not the Twizzlers. Brian, the Gillilands have quality Twizzlers. If there's one takeaway from today.
Just trying to.
If you come away with one thing tonight, we just need you to know.
Keep your Twizzlers moist and soft.
And keep them long.
Keep them long. Don't let them shrink on you. It's gotta suck for an actor, like for Natalie Portman, because they came up to her and they're like, hey, for the third act, you're showing off your midriff. So your midriff has gotta be banging. Like,
you need it tight.
The amount of pressure that is,
we should be clear. Like, that's not just the rule for the lady actors.
Oh yeah, no, it's for the guys.
That is
too.
totally for the guys too.
Like for when Chris Pratt was doing Jurassic World, he was posting, "What am I allowed to eat today?" And it was that the studio is allowing him to eat, and it was just like you're only allowed to eat like this cracker type thing.
So anybody who wants to be like a hero actor, it just seems crazy to me. Like, why would you want to do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Be a character actor, dude. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
As soon as you're a leading man-woman actor, it becomes... You just have to be...
It just becomes personal.
You just become a model.
Yeah. If they find out we are planning to build, we're doomed. Oh, what we're planning to build? I mean the Death Star.
I will take the designs with me. Go send.
Like, they're still he's still
Giant
shoving in
Death
plot.
Dome.
He's still shoving in plot, and there's no time.
See, this is okay though. Like,
Is it?
now we're Clone Warsing it up.
This is what I picture when I picture Star Wars.
Yeah, this is legit war happening. Making sure we're killing robots so that there's no
People
actual
are
war.
actually dying. Like the new ones, man, you never see anybody die. Like,
And if you do, they Mary Poppins their way back to the fucking ship.
Or they rip through another ship with their own ship. And that's how they die.
Okay, that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that was an oh shit moment.
Like that whole moment was so well done. It should not have been Princess Pink Hair. It should have been Princess Leia to do that.
Yeah.
Because if Leia would have gone out like that,
It would have
that
been
would have been the most epic and righteous way for that character to close her story.
Way more so than Han Solo.
And way more so than her fucking being sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
And then forced, like, Mary Poppinsing her way back to the ship.
Yeah.
I
I would forgive that if she was in a coma the rest of the time and then only woke up to take out the other ship.
Take out the other. That would have been and that would have been just a perfect way to bid adieu and say goodbye to Carrie Fisher. But now she's still alive, and she didn't achieve anything when she came back. By the way, she achieved nothing. Except she was there for Luke to say
Carrie
goodbye
Fisher's
to.
not still alive. Princess Leia's still
What?
Carrie Fisher's alive and is back.
She's alive!
And she's accomplished nothing since she
is-
came back.
that is exactly what I'm saying, bro. Exhibit A.
She's this stupid, lazy-ass zombie. Carrie Fisher came back and hasn't done shit.
I like their motorbikes.
I like the bikes. I don't like seeing the actors on them.
Yeah. Ooh, these Twizzlers are like straws.
Whoa!
Oh no, she's out. Cold.
She fainted.
And she's surrounded by sand.
They'll never find her. It's his worst enemy.
Oh my gosh, they're just gonna leave her?
Yeah, dude. It's sand.
I hate you. If we capture, we can end this war right now. We have a job to do, and I don't care. Put the ship down. You will be expelled from the Jedi Order.
Oh my god. Acting, and then whatever Hayden's doing.
Notice how there's like no wind blowing the wind that should be blowing his hair should be out of control.
They should not be able to
I
speak.
mean, they're flying through the air at hundreds of miles an hour.
Yeah.
with the doors open.
Yeah, with the light breeze blowing his hair.
The droid army is in full retreat.
Well done, Commander. Bring me a ship.
Actually, I'm just
looking a little moist there.
Actually, I'm just a private. I'm not the commander, actually. I mean, we all look...
I don't even know I'm here.
Are you saying we all look the same, Yoda? That's some bullshit, dude. That's some bullshit, man.
Yeah, what if like all the clones were like very sensitive?
To them always looking alike.
Yeah. Look, okay. I have individual distinctive features, okay?
I like Brandon 1. I hate Brandon 13. He's got a mole right here.
I have a small scar on my left cheek.
Yeah, if I was them,
I
I
would
would
like that clone 23.
I would be the cutter who's like, I'm making my identity. Give me a tattoo.
See my Jedi powers are far beyond yours. Now, back down.
Boss fight.
Here we go.
Oh, dang.
Finally. We get a...
I always thought that lightsaber was actually pretty legit.
Oh, yeah.
He has to, the way he holds it and everything.
Yeah. Pretty cool. It's an elegant weapon.
Master Kenobi, you disappoint me
feel like we jumped the line just then.
Yep.
But in a sense like that, it kind of works, you know.
I think sword fights, eye line, like with fight scenes like this, eye lines are less of a thing.
Well,
because you're cutting from wides and then you punch in for, close medium shots for action, and then you pop back out to wides to orient the audience again.
Well, and like orientation towards the audience is like what I mean is because like his character is fighting this guy who is like obviously a lot better than him.
Yeah.
And he even says it. He's like, I'm disappointed in you. Like when you flip the eye line, it makes you feel
disoriented.
Yeah, it makes you feel awkward.
Yeah.
So it makes you kind of feel like how he feels, because he's like at first it's a certain way, and then he realizes he's fixing to lose, and then it flips, so then you're like, whoa, it makes you feel differently.
Yeah. I feel like
all right, here we
crossing
go.
The eye line isn't as important, but I think like popping out to those wides to, like, see how we keep popping out to these wides?
Yeah.
To remind our audience where we are.
See, and then look at that. The eye line switches. It switches back to we jump back over to the other side of the line,
right?
Because he feels confident, like he thinks that he can win. That's what I take from that.
Yeah, I love their use of light in this particular scene. Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I love that his arm got cut off.
Yeah. Do you think Anakin's gonna win?
Just however much less there is of Anakin, I'm a fan of.
He just
give me a second. My arm's gonna grow back.
Oh, now I gotta wait on this. Only after this I can save my mom.
Here we go. My boy Yoda.
Master Yoda. Count Dooku. You have interfered with our affairs for the last time.
Okay, so this whole sequence is actually really well done, I feel like.
Yes. I would have loved it if they had kept the lightsabers out of this fight and just made it two old Jedi Masters
using the Force to fight.
I can see that.
Because it's two older guys, so at this point their knowledge should be about the Force and using it, not fighting anymore.
But I mean, they kind of are. And then the fight has to escalate.
Right.
You know, and so like we have that moment that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then they escalate it, they level up to the lightsabers.
Right. I would have just preferred it to, in my mind, that instead of them just standing still and forcing at each other.
Right.
Here, I'm gonna force at you. Now I'm gonna force at you. If the fight was them running around and like having to dodge, but all they did was use Force stuff, because we've seen lightsaber battles like a mother. And there's Yoda, and so you're expecting a big lightsaber battle, and then for him to boss out and only use the Force, like he's the one who lifted the X-wing out of the swamp and everything.
I think this may actually be more of a fan service moment, though, because like this was. I remember whenever this scene came out. This is an awesome shot.
Yeah,
this is a great reveal of like
it's totally
the lightsaber.
That's very Michael Bay.
Yeah, that's very cinematic. Like that's a cool moment.
Yeah,
and now the old guys that have been standing still, now they're going f***ing crazy.
Okay, now that's cool. This is like one of my most favorite Star Wars fight scenes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's quite the Duel of the Fates, but it's pretty close to it. Because I think it's just a cool thing to see Yoda saber fighting.
Exactly, yeah. This is where you get to see Yoda, because you see him as like this master who is like all powerful like teacher, and
he's
you're
like all chill.
But you never see him in action.
Yeah. And so this is a nice little kind of parallel to Empire Strikes Back. You know how he was using the Force to like f*** up Luke.
Mm. Oh, I love that, how he closes his eyes. Man,
See, that's Yoda to me.
Yeah.
Not flipping around with his lightsaber.
I agree that I think like all the flips and stuff are overdone.
Yeah.
Like I think they could have done without that.
Yeah. There was an in between there that. I mean, it was totally fan service because, like you said, it is cool seeing Yoda do that. But at the same time, it's just like I wish it had kept a little bit more in line with the character.
Like kept it a little reserved, like
exactly.
You can do fan service without going.
You can do
crazy.
fan service while still making Yoda the biggest badass. Like give him like. A little lightsabering is fine, but just the fact of like, if he's the best of the best and he never has to use his lightsaber, how awesome is that? Like, how in line with his teaching and the Force is that? But you know, I did like him flipping around and stuff.
I think that we would have been really disappointed if we never actually saw Yoda saber fight.
Yeah,
I just feel like they took the flipping a little too far.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's all my problem is. It's just too much flipping.
Too much flipping Yoda.
Too much flipping Yoda, man. Just keep him a little less flippy.
Meanwhile, on the planet that's been completely taken over by technology.
This is a weird ass shit.
It's like a space pirate.
It's an hot air balloon.
You know, he likes to be whimsical whenever he travels.
We're going to Oz!
Yeah.
Ooh, some red. Some deep red.
Oh, yes.
Foreshadowing.
I feel like, okay, for all of this movie's weaknesses, the third act is pretty solid.
Yeah, I agree. It's not bad.
So the setup isn't there, but the finish definitely is.
Well, yeah, because the first act is just a bunch of people talking.
Mm-hmm.
The second act is just like the weird, awkward non-chemistry between Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman.
It's dialogue we don't care about, a romance we don't care about, and then they fight and stuff, and you're like, okay, this is cool. We care about them because we don't want them to die.
Yeah,
and that's where we're at with it.
So like I get it. I see what he was trying to do. There's no way anyone has any idea who that masked man is.
No, he's obviously hiding his voice too well too. They'll never expect it's the Palpatine.
Oh dang! Well, that also doesn't help that like we already know that it's Emperor Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't feel right. Join the dark side. Dooku has lies, deceit, creating mistrust are his ways now.
Nevertheless, I feel we should keep a closer eye on the Senate.
I agree.
Is it weird that
I agree.
The background sky is distracting me from the actual scene at hand?
Yes, that was literally what I was just thinking.
Like that, it just looks so gorgeous that you just don't care what these people are talking about.
Yeah, and it's
couldn't you say that for most of the scenes though?
The orange.
Oh, totally.
It's so orange.
Like, and that's
Not victory. The shroud of the dark.
Man, and the VFX on Yoda, I mean, it looks like a PS3 scene.
Yeah, exactly. I keep thinking this is a video game.
Yeah.
Anytime it's just a CGI
This
shot.
all looks like a video game.
Yes. Thank you. 100% what I was thinking. Like, I keep expecting, like, it to stop and for me to start shooting things.
Yeah. Or I guess it's like PS4 gameplay at this point. Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm still on PS3. I'm still stuck in Red Dead Redemption.
Dude,
Uno.
Finish that up and then have you seen the trailer for Red Dead 2?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It looks fucking
It looks
awesome.
incredible. So I'm going to have to get a PS4 now.
Mm-hmm.
I got to make my way through all the Arkham games. I'm going to finish Red Dead and then play the Arkham games.
The Arkham games are great.
Yeah, and then the Assassin's Creed games, and then I'm going to level
That's
up.
a lot of Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, bro.
It is.
That's
I got my homework.
Hours.
Tried in my world?
Yeah, days.
Months. Been playing Red Dead for like 2 months. And this, I think it's them getting married?
And
That's a great scene. Good composition.
I mean, it's pretty.
That's what you're going for, I guess. Like,
weird skeleton fingers.
Touch my skeleton skin.
And then when the credits roll, they bone.
oh, that's such a bad kiss.
That was like, I was just thinking.
There's just no chemistry between those two
That was
actors.
such a bad kiss.
How is he bad at this?
It's a little better, a little bit little better. Oh, come on, bro.
You gotta know that was the first time he's ever kissed a human woman before.
George, do we have to? Yes. George, do we have to?
I said yes. I said yes. Oh.
Boom. There it is.
Yay, we survived. The
Directed
Attack
by
of the
George
Clones.
Lucas. He wrote it. His
Jonathan
story.
Hales wrote the third act, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. I was about to say, who's Jonathan Hales? Because he's a saint.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Look at these guys, like
writer on that.
first-time producers who are like, "Oh my gosh, we're working with George Lucas. This is gonna be
awesome."
David Tattersall is a DP. Like, did he ever even do anything else? Like,
well, thanks guys for tuning into the. I guess is this the third time we've done this?
Second for me.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's the third annual Star Wars commentary episode. So thanks y'all for tuning in for all 2 hours of this, I think.
Has it only been 2 hours?
I think so.
And not like 5?
it felt like so much longer.
It felt so much longer.
Neal, I saw you. You were tuned out.
That, like by the end of the movie, I was like, "Seen this? Like,
do we have? Yeah.
What's
You're
I
just
know
thinking,
what's
what
gonna
have I
happen.
done?
Yeah, like,
why did I agree to do this?
No, it was great though. I had a great time. It's cool. It's like I always enjoy like going back and rewatching movies and try to analyze.
Well,
what
you
saw before and try to make sense of it.
Yeah. Well, once we get through all these stupid Star Wars movies, we'll actually get to some real movies. I promise.
I promise. I can only hope. At this point, I can only hope.
Does that give you a new hope?
I would take a new hope.
Oh,
I'd take a new hope.
All right. Well, where can we, Neal? Where can we find you online?
we can find me on Instagram at Neal Newby 95.
And Nick, where can we find you?
I'm not anywhere online, but if you're in the Tulsa area, keep an eye peeled for any commercials for Tulsa Opera.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and you want to plug the production company that you're with?
Yes, Kirkpatrick and Kinslow Productions are doing some great stuff in Tulsa, good stuff for Oklahoma. And then to plug our Okie Show Show sketches, we got XJV. Slowly but surely coming together, so be tuned for that. By the time
this comes out, it'll be out.
Sure. When's this coming out?
It's gonna whenever that sketch is out.
You're damn right. That's when it's coming
that
out.
Sketch turned out so good, so darn good.
It's gonna be funny. You'll chuckle.
Yeah, and that insurance one was great.
Yeah, and the insurance one's awesome.
Yeah, when you're listening to this, we haven't actually shot that yet. But by the time this comes out, it'll have been finished.
But then we'll be reminiscing about that truthfully. We'll be going, oh
man, it was so great, so much fun.
That streaker.
Oh. And as always, you can tune into the Okie Show Show every other week. Go to okieshowshow.com and look at all the different things we have. You can check out some of our merch, like t-shirts and coffee mugs and all that crap. You can check out some of our sketches at the YouTube channel. And if you want, you can also support what we're doing. If you like what we're doing and you'd like to see more, go to patreon.com/Okie Show Show and then visit us online on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys in the next 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye.
Okie Show Show.